those Nolly front big spins.
Yeah.
Do those Nolly front big spins.
Come on now. I see you that up.
I know big spins. I have to borrow from y'all. Like, let me borrow
But
from
you
y'all.
gotta, the way you do it is fluid, bro.
borrow
But
from
you
y'all.
gotta, it's like, the way you do it is fluid, bro. But you gotta, it's like,
Bro, I had to go back into my old playbook. Like, bro, I had to go back into my tricks. I remember seeing the homies. I had to go back into tricks. I remember seeing the homies. I had to go back into tricks. I remember seeing the homies.
Hold up, can you hear me? Hold up, can you hear me? Hold up, can you hear me?
Check.
Mic check.
This don't even work.
This one's not even plugged in. Mic check.
This don't even work.
This one's not even plugged in. Mic check.
This nigga used the what was that? What was that? Michael Myers or Jason X? Jason.
Hella.
Oh, that's why that's not plugged in.
what?
That white thing, no?
The what?
That white cord right there.
It's plugged in. Yeah, it's plugged in.
I can hear it, but it sounds like the mics are. Yo.
That's
Yo,
actually
yo.
Halloween. It's Halloween. It's my
What?
Yo.
yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's
alright, right?
Yeah.
Halloween, yeah.
I thought that was Jason.
Nah, it was on me. It was Michael Myers. I was leaning towards
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see.
You
All right,
listen
how's
to
that
the
sound?
Watch the new Michael Myers. They still got that same melody.
I gotta watch that new one.
Huh?
I didn't see the new one.
Good? Can you guys hear yourselves on it?
Yeah, I can.
Can you
Yo,
good?
Yo, I don't hear myself.
This shit
You don't hear
sound
yourself
good.
at all?
Nah, probably don't.
Oh, because you got this one. You got to move it around a little bit. How about now? That's Chili's, right?
Yeah. Try to move it to the other one. Let's see. Try to move it to
Oh, this is this.
Hella.
Yo.
Nothing.
She says, "Yee." Oh, me, that's the one you gotta do. Not the how you gotta
let
be
me see it.
ski.
Try it out. See where.
Yo.
You can't put it in without that splitter thingy? Hella.
Maybe the headphones just don't work.
That's the one that had like a weird ass short in it.
This the bootleg beats.
Yeah, right. Nigga. That's the original.
we go. There we go.
Originals. Ain't nothing I got
It
bootleg.
works.
There you go. Don't just too loud.
Them the very first pair. And actually,
yeah?
hell yeah, I'm not getting
Generation
rid of them. The very first ones that ever came
Slow
out.
it down.
The original.
I think
Hell
we got our
yeah.
mics mixed up, but it's all right. I could hear.
Where am I? Am I 4? Yeah. Check. All right, bet.
Yo.
Yeah, we ready. Everybody ready?
Yo.
Yeah. What's
Slow
happening?
it down. There we go.
We might have to do a
Oh,
freestyle
okay.
too with beats.
I feel like we playing Fortnite or
We
something.
got to do a freestyle with beats.
Hey, are we rolling?
I'm not the best freestyler.
Who got a mic? Who got a mic?
I can rap though, but
When's the
not
last time you
best
freestyle?
freestyler. Man, shit the other day.
Yeah.
But it's just faded shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We just having
I'm
fun
more
with
like
it.
a faded freestyler.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
you
Just have
know,
fun with
yeah.
it.
The conscious, serious.
Oh, what a bottle at? Just in case. We need to throw a shot just
Just
whenever
in
it's
case.
a highlight.
Can you hand us the bottle, please?
Shout out to Amy.
Big shout out to Amy.
Shout
she's
out
behind
to
the
fucking
lanes.
Amy. She's the
Yeah.
GOAT.
Yes.
The head of production right now.
Yeah, she's doing her thing, man. We couldn't do this without her. So she plays a big role in this part.
The attitude means a lot too.
It really does.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Nah, I don't think that's
Bring the
enough.
other
I
one
don't think
too?
that's enough. I don't think that's enough.
He's still, yeah, that's the one. He
This is
texted me
it.
like, yeah, we gonna take the rest of that. Before we get
Bring it on down.
Before we get down to the bottom of mine, we're gonna finish yours.
Should we get some limes and tahini? No, we just do with this one. We're running short on time
let's
today.
get
So
Let's get straight to it.
can we get 2 shot glasses too? Let's go ahead and start this because we are on a time limit today, man. We got a lot going on, but
It's already started.
Yeah, it's already started.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Run it.
But
Run
like
it.
I said, man, we're
happening?
we're thankful that we're able to do this right now. So we're gonna get it started. Welcome back to the Slow It Down podcast.
What's
it's your boy
happening?
Chef Zoe.
Slow
Yeah.
it down.
Stephen Lead.
Chili Mac.
And we got a special guest, man,
Yes,
from the
sir.
city.
K Beach, the one and only. A Long
City
Beach
by the
native.
sea.
Wait, hold up. Are you a Long Beach native?
Oh yeah, you
Yeah?
know, born and
Yeah,
raised.
My boy.
You can just tell. You can
Man.
just tell.
East to the north. you feel
That's
me?
right.
Yeah,
Yes,
east to
sir.
the north. It be like that. When you from Long Beach, you either live on the east side or you live on the north side.
You know,
Right.
Long Beach, we prideful niggas. We won't say we from anywhere else but Long
But Long Beach,
Yeah.
love Long Beach.
Facts.
Nigga be like, you
Facts.
from LA? No.
Hell to the no,
Long
no.
Beach.
Where you think he got his name from? Beach.
Yeah.
K Beach.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, man.
Is that a question?
Man, bro.
Hey,
And that's
cheers.
a funny thing,
Cheers.
like how my name came about. That shit was
How did your
like,
name come about?
just living in the IE.
Oh,
Like,
yeah?
honestly, yeah. Like I was in the IE and I was like that Long Beach nigga. I was like the only Long Beach nigga
Yeah.
or LA nigga in the IE at the time.
They could
So
just tell, too.
everybody like will be like Long Beach because
Yeah.
my name's Keywan. So
Okay.
everybody
Okay.
can't say that, won't
Right.
be able to catch on to that. The
That's
first
why you go by Kiwi
time.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, exactly.
Shout out to Kiwi.
Yeah,
That
big
shit
shout
is,
out
that,
Kiwi.
That shit crazy because that's like a whole nother thing, bro.
Yeah.
That was like
We'll get to that.
elementary shit.
Yeah, we'll
but
get to that.
Fucking high school, everybody would call me Long Beach. So I was just
that's
like,
what
fuck
it
it, K,
Beach.
you know, Keywan and then Beach.
Beach.
So it's
Only
like
makes
K
sense.
Beach,
Come on,
like,
man.
Type shit. It was like
Yeah.
fuck it, and it was funny because people used to always be like, K Beach, like kind of reacting like, what the fuck type of
Yeah.
name is that? You
Right,
know?
right.
And then after a while, it just like caught on, like, and
Yeah.
it was just Beach.
Yeah.
That's how I call you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, Beach. Hit up Beach.
Yeah. Definitely the one and only, man, because I haven't heard anybody else named K Beach.
Yeah.
Or Beach
Yeah.
for that matter.
With the 3 too.
Yeah, I be having to fight for my shit, bro.
With a
Yeah.
3
I
on
had to
it.
fight for that. Name. That's crazy. I had to low
With
key
a 3
fight
on
for
it.
that.
You from Long Beach? Some of these people
Crazy.
got
I
names
had to
with
low
Beach.
key
Yeah,
fight for
you
that.
from Long Beach? Some of these people got names with
Hey,
Beach.
speaking of fighting, man, I felt like that's how a lot of people know you. Probably got introduced to you through fighting. From back in the day, dog. Yeah, from back in the day. Oh my god. From back in the day. Oh my god. Just in general, though.
But it's funny, like how as a kid, it's like, but it's funny, like be so like the little shit be so like the little shit be so that's not shit.
Fighting over $40.
For niggas that spend that
Fighting
on a
over
meal.
40
Right.
dollars.
For niggas that spend that on look back at that shit. I look back at that shit. But it was like one of those situations too where I talked myself into that because I had came to the part into that because I had came to the part. You the young nigga. So I was like, I'm gonna beat him up when he get here. And it was like by the time he got to the park, it was like
You gotta stand on that.
Yeah.
You gotta stand on it.
He walked down the main road to get to the park, and everybody
You gotta turn up on it.
everybody was looking at me. So I was turning around like, fuck it.
That's crazy. But that's humbling. I bet that was humbling. They give you. But that's humbling. That was humbling. Because that peer pressure in the society, like, because that saying, oh, you gonna run that stage. You don't need that. You know, so that was our say run that stage. You don't need it. But that was our say, like, is it really worth like having to really scrap over that? Or can we talk it out? Really scrap over that? Or can we talk it out? That's how I'm scrap over that. Or can we talk it out? That's how I'm scrap. We had to learn. Yeah. We had to learn. Yeah.
Right. Like I was just telling you the situation at In and Out.
Yeah.
Like it led up to me, you know, being like, yo, bro, you gotta get the fuck out of here. But it was more so like, bro, just go,
Right.
you know, chill. You know, so that's how kind of like how I handle shit now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you being
That's
a
how you
bigger
reassess
person,
it.
bro. Like at this day and age, it's kind of like, what's the point of even coming into a physical fight as an adult, man? It's like, dude, you already know this is gonna end either two ways. Either you're gonna get beat the fuck up or somebody's gonna die.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
At least from Long Beach for the most
Yeah,
part.
real shit. Because
Is it-
Long Beach is, you know, we breed fighters. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
That's why I be so surprised with how it's not that many boxers.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
facts.
Yeah.
Long Beach people
I
that's
wanna
like
box.
professional boxing,
Yeah.
boxing, my
Yeah.
nigga. Cause
Yeah.
bro, Long Beach is a fighting city. Like you
Yeah,
know, if
you
you
had
know
to fight.
Long Beach nigga, you meeting up at Calrec,
Yeah.
whatever your local park is, and y'all niggas duking that shit out,
Right.
fisting it out,
Right.
And
And then squashing
done.
it after.
Yeah,
You know,
you
you
know?
guys did your thing and then you
Yeah.
guys should be cool after.
We used to have to scrap in the undergrounds and the Parkwoods.
Yeah.
You already know
Oh,
what the
yeah.
Let's hear it.
underground
What's
is.
that
In the
about?
See,
parking
I'm
lot.
like, you see,
In
I
the
said,
parking lot?
Yeah, every time, like it was normal. Every day we had to go
Yeah.
either go body or go catch a friendly fade.
Yeah.
And it's in the undergrounds. That means like in our parking structures in our apartment buildings, you got to go underground, and that's the whole parking lot, and it's dark, so it's
Right.
like ain't nobody gonna see, but it's 24-hour strap plat security, walking on foot, and in the Impalas. You know what I'm saying, searching for activity because it's always activity.
Right. Right.
But being the only Asian,
Yeah.
The only Cambodian in the par was
Had to prove yourself on.
You have to really run.
they was testing me.
Yeah,
They was testing.
of
I wasn't
course.
trying to fight. They just want to fight me just because I don't want to fight. But when I fight back,
Right.
then you know what I'm saying, they on the floor crying.
Yeah.
Like,
And
you know,
then
we,
niggas is
we
like,
young.
oh, he got hands.
Yeah.
That little nigga got hands. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Niggas just want to test you, but then I feel like that's also the
Let me
beauty.
talk to Mike.
That's
Talk to
like the
Mike.
beauty in all this shit. By the end of the day, as men, specifically, is we kind of in a way we fuck. What's the word I'm looking for? Like. Still sharpen steel, right?
Yeah,
so we
iron
kind of
sharpen
like as
iron.
black people, we do it to ourselves. So
Right.
Yeah.
nobody else ain't gonna be able to tell us about ourselves. Like just from even clowning each other as in high school. You feel
Yeah.
me? Roasting. You feel me?
Rip,
Bullying,
getting
like
ripped.
all that shit, bro, helped us to become men, and now in our
With thick
men,
skin,
you know,
too.
like with thick
Exactly.
ass skin.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right.
I
Yeah.
can't really put the words to
Yeah,
it.
I get you.
But y'all niggas know what I'm talking
was
about.
building.
You feel
We
me?
was
It's just
building.
like, you know, it was just building up because as you, when you as a kid, when you're a kid roasting
Yeah.
and just clowning and shooting and
Ooh,
shit,
it gets heavy.
you know,
You getting
and
conditioned.
that shit is brutal. Honestly,
Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal.
As
It's
an
brutal.
adult, when you become an adult, you know,
Yeah.
you get into it with somebody or a female try to clown you or play you. It's like one of those
Yeah.
I already know. Like
Right.
the homies that told me my shit fucked up
Yeah.
a million times, so I know.
Yeah.
Like you
That-
know, one
yeah.
of those.
And that
like,
roasting shit ain't for everybody, bro. You gotta have like a strong mental state
It'll
to,
break you.
to
It can
handle
break
that
you.
shit. Yeah,
It
because
can
that how you
break you.
thinking and start crying. You know,
Yeah.
if you can't handle this shit.
Bro, nigga, that caught up with me one time, like literally, because I was one of those kids, like, you remember we'd be at Houghton, bro, and I'll single a nigga out for the day, and he'll be on my radar all
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
like where I'm just gonna fuck with him
Hey,
all day,
hold
like,
on, man.
all day.
You say that, big shout out to Trevor, because that's the only person I
Oh,
think
God.
of too.
Yeah,
when
bro.
it comes to that,
That's
man.
Evil Twin. Shout out to Trevor about Evil
Man,
Twin. Oh,
he
God.
used to stay like fucking with people, or if you're not a local, he'll like he'd be the one scoping it out, like the
Yeah.
security of the park.
Yeah.
That nigga
Man.
was diabolical though. Like,
He was.
Me, I was like, get under your skin, but he was like, you're gonna fight. Like, you
Yeah.
know, like if you're on his radar, y'all might end up fighting at the end of the night because he gonna just he gonna put his hands on you. And shit. You know,
Yes.
Travis, he
Yes.
just try to be like,
Being all extra
like,
with it.
yeah,
Being all
like
extra
instead
with
of just
Right.
fucking with a nigga talking little shit here and
Yeah.
there, you know, like he
Yeah.
gonna get under your like
Absolutely.
really get under your skin.
I'll
type
be the
shit.
dude on the sideline, like skating, doing my thing, watching it happen. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, hey, all right, Trev, chill out, man. Let's
Yeah.
skate. Let's go
Yeah.
skate.
Yeah.
Slow
Yeah.
it down,
Big
Trev.
slow it down.
like,
Slow down.
like, I remember you saying that all the time. Slow it down, Trev, bro. Like, chill out, bro.
I say that shit to everybody at the
Yeah.
park. This was like 2009, 2010, man. But the way it all started, the slow it down, was from me and Gino. Every time I seen him, that's where it started. That's where it originated from. Every time, for whatever reason, I see Gino, I'm like, yo, slow it down. Yeah. Be all high and shit.
Yeah,
slow
oh
it
God.
down.
I remember that, oh God.
Yeah,
Because that's
man.
what it caught on with me. Because when y'all
Yeah.
niggas started doing it, remember every time I see
Yeah.
y'all, I be like, slow it down.
Slow it
bro.
down.
So that shit carried on to this day. And that's a beautiful thing,
It
bro.
is.
Like for y'all, brothers, like, I'm proud of y'all. You know
Yeah.
what y'all doing? This shit is dope, my nigga.
Thank
and I only pray and hope that y'all see whatever enlightenment and you
Yeah.
know gratitude from this shit that y'all are looking for.
Appreciate
you know?
that, man.
Because y'all deserve it as men. Like I know y'all, bro. I'm meeting
Yeah.
you, but I know I could tell in your
Yeah,
eyes. I
yeah.
could tell when I see a real nigga in the eyes.
Yeah.
You could tell, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you're a real one, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
So this shit niggas need to bring it home, bro.
Yeah, man.
We
I
need
feel
to
it.
bring
Facts.
home. The
We
city
appreciate-
need to shine.
Man, let's give a toast
Yeah,
to
that's
that
a shot
one.
right there. That's a
Yeah.
shot right there.
The
Yeah,
homies,
man.
'cause
Yeah.
look how you just talking about it, bro.
Yeah.
Like that was like a thing we did at the park, my nigga.
Yeah.
Slow it down.
Yeah.
Now you have a literal podcast called Slow It Down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
That's
man.
a full circle moment. We
I
need
feel
a
like,
shot.
I feel like, man, there's like no other better name to do it than something that really kind of stems from you. You know what I mean? The name came from something that's been with me for so long, and it's a no-brainer, you know? And thank you, man. I appreciate those kind words. And
Yeah.
same back to you, bro.
Cheers,
Hey,
man.
more life to everyone.
Cheers for slowing it down, man. Slow it down, be in tune, and be still with yourself.
Yeah.
Be one with yourself. Be centered.
And that's crazy that you say that. It's like that's the whole reason why I had leaned back towards skating. It's like I was telling you earlier in the car, you know, like me musically, like I've done and accomplished everything that I could say I've wanted to prove to people in a way.
Yeah.
But I haven't like really done what I really wanted to do personally. You know, like I feel like when I transitioned from skating to music the first time, it was like one of those trying to prove to everybody that I could really do this shit.
Yeah.
Because when I started doing music, bro, it was like niggas is skating. We 9 to 10 boys, so
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
knew me for skateboarding. When I started doing music with Gino,
Yeah.
everybody was like, "You doing music?" Everybody in the hood like, "You gonna go pro skateboarding?" You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
So when I
yeah,
started doing music, niggas like, "You doing music?"
Yeah, it was like,
cuz?"
it threw 'em off.
I'm
It
like,
threw 'em off.
okay, all
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
LOL, like, you know,
Yeah.
little shit.
LOL.
And I'm like, bro, and it
They
was
didn't take
getting
you
to me.
serious.
Yeah, and it was getting to me to the point
Yeah.
where like I really locked in.
You had to
bro.
prove yourself.
You know, I have to prove myself.
Yeah, that
know?
you can do this.
And that was like a beautiful thing, you know, like that was a full circle moment for me, you know, being able to be with Hit Boy, you know.
Yeah.
Facts. You got a song with
Collab
Hit
with
Boy.
Hit Boy, you feel me? Like multiple times, meet Nas, you know. Thank God, like I'm more than thankful by the grace of God that I was able to experience all that, you know.
Absolutely.
But the only thing with that was the problem for me was just like the mental and the health, you know. Like I was more so like doing shit to myself that I shouldn't have been doing, you
Right.
know? Just like, you know, getting faded, you know, perks and Xans and shit, you know,
Yeah.
just to kind of get into that mental that mental comfort to do a song. And
Yeah.
it just got to that point where it was like I needed that before I could even get work done.
Yeah.
Does it really help out? Because I've never been one that was like, I did that. I've done it before, but I never got addicted. But when it comes to like creating art and just expressing yourself, does that really like help and bring out the
helps.
best? Does it bring
That
out the
shit
best
help.
in you?
How
I'm
does
not
it-
gonna
how does it
lie,
help?
bro.
What would
Like,
you say?
Me, I'm gonna say like definitely I do not advocate nobody
or
doing
condone it,
drugs
of course,
or
yeah.
condone this shit, like, cause this is real shit. This shit really fucks with you mentally and physically.
Yeah.
But on the artist scale, like I could understand why a lot of artists as rappers and especially in our day and age and the shit that we come from,
Yeah, yeah.
niggas be needing shit, you know, to kind
Yeah.
of like take that edge off and just focus on the craft,
Right.
the creativity, the
Right.
art, you know. So every time I would do that shit, me personally, it'll put me in this bag where I'm like, nothing else matters but me doing
Yeah.
my music. So
Yeah.
now I'm feeling myself. But then I'm not thinking about
Right.
what I'm saying. I'm just
Right.
more so like swag rapping, vibing.
Right.
You
So
know?
is you so high that you're not conscious of what you're saying?
I feel like more, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
in a
'Cause
way,
it's more
like,
about the feeling.
Yeah,
It's more
because
about
like
the
if
feeling,
you
like,
listen to,
it's
say
like-
if
So
you
you're
listen to
the
like
body.
if you listen to like Uzi, like Juice WRLD, like those artists that openly admit that
Yeah,
they do
yeah.
drugs.
Yeah.
They're
while
on a
that-
different they're on
bro,
a
you
different
can hear it.
frequency.
They-
Yeah.
and you
Sure.
can hear it. That like the shit, like the dialogue, what they choosing to say is not
Right.
really like thought.
Yeah.
It's not really like a thought. It's just like
They glorifying
you
the
know,
drugs.
saying some shit and then punching in. You know,
Yeah.
and saying some cool shit and then probably look around the room. Niggas see some blue
Add
and
on
yellow
to
and
it,
they be
yeah.
like, yeah, now I got the blue and the yellow.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm off of the blue and the
They
yellow.
just
you know,
going
and
off
shit
the-
like
off the
that,
moment,
you know,
yes.
off the moment.
In
And
the
that's
flesh.
tight. That shit fire, you feel me? Niggas can make hits like that,
Yeah,
but
nonstop. That could last forever if you think about it.
Yeah.
You just rap about the shit that's around you.
Yeah.
All the time.
But then it dumbs our next generation down, bro. You know, like
It's
the kids that's up under us that's literally watching us do this shit, they think that that's okay to do. Just like
Right.
how
That's
when we
success.
grew up as young niggas in the community, skating wasn't cool, bro, until TK came out, until Terry
Right.
Kennedy and
Yeah.
shit like that, bro.
Big
But
facts.
before that, it was you was on some white boy shit. You
Yeah.
know, and you
Yeah.
got clowned
Yeah.
for
Pharrell
it.
popped
you
it
got
out,
picked
too.
on.
Pharrell
It was
popped
like
it
one
out.
of those situations you had to fight for your shit, you know?
Yeah.
Until TKs and them came around, you know? So we was influenced by gang banging,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And us as an era, we don't want to influence these kids to be the druggy era that influenced these kids to do drugs and then go down a deeper hole. And we don't know what that might be, but whatever that might be trendy when they 20, that's the deep hole that it's going to be.
Yeah.
And we will be sitting there, 50, 60, complaining about this shit, but then they like, we don't want to hear you old ass niggas. You an old head.
Right.
Shut
The same
up,
shit.
old
The
head.
same shit that
You feel
people are
me?
doing now to the
You know?
old heads.
Exactly.
Man.
Exactly. So I feel like while we still have that youth and that influence and that look and that, you know,
Yeah.
physique,
Yeah.
we have to use it now. You know,
Absolutely.
to influence them.
If
to
you don't
kinda,
use
like,
it,
do
you
it
lose
shit.
it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
just
yeah.
kind of influence these kids to just do better and like and want more for themselves, you know, because this music and the shit that's going on, bro, this shit is dark energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It leads you to the wrong path.
And it's
Right.
leading a specific community to,
Yeah.
To the
wrong
wrong
path,
path.
and it's the minority.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say
Right.
black,
Right,
I'm
but it's
not gonna say
targeted.
white. I'm
It's
not
a
gonna
targeted
say
audience.
Mexican because
minority.
I'm a person of the world.
Yeah.
I love all type of different women,
Everything.
people. I don't have a preference of women. or nothing. You know, I love all my people.
Absolutely.
Skating that taught us to be like that.
Same.
You know, so I'm gonna say as the minorities, it's targeting something towards people that stay in our community, bro.
Yeah.
To stay down. You know,
Yeah.
just to stay just on this level where it's like a dangling dollar, nigga.
Yeah.
Like where you kind of going like this, and the shit is just keep going up. And
You gotta
just
be
like,
quicker than
fuck.
that.
Yeah, you
With a
gotta
little
be quicker
wheel
than
and
that.
everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
They fooling us that money is like the most important thing in life.
That too, amongst other things. But I hear what you're saying, bro, and I totally agree. But that's why it makes me happy to see people like you, Boo Johnson, and like Slink, and all these other positive people kind of take that and kind of redirect the younger youth and show them like, you know, just having fun is being cool. It's cool to do. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you got a family over here. We skate. We're like a family, and we're doing things together on a positive note. You know? So, cause I see that shit. The shit that's going around right now. It's crazy, bro. The next generation, I can only imagine how crazy it's gonna be,
Bro.
with all the people that are being influenced.
That social media shit is a real thing, man. Like,
and that's the biggest influence,
the
man.
internet, like you said, music nowadays, you can't watch a commercial without it being music involved. Regardless
Yeah.
if they selling, hardwood floor, or if they selling, blinds. They got some
Insurance,
type
bro.
of music, some type of jingle.
Yeah.
They know how to get to certain people. Like
Yeah.
you said, you know what I'm saying? They know we fuck with beats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They know we fuck with music.
Melody.
You know what I'm saying? They know we
Facts.
pay.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? We have to be extremely careful, man,
Yeah.
and mindful of those things because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in subliminal messaging. I believe in,
It's-
you know what I'm
it's
saying?
real.
Subconscious. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's all psychological.
Yeah, it is, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like your subconscious pick up some shit without you even knowing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
And-
interpret it later on in life too. You know,
Yeah,
it's just
that's
it's
the
like
crazy
a seed
part.
that's implanted in your head, and later on, it's almost like a chronic effect. You know, the shit happens late.
Yeah.
Something's planted in your head, and then you start thinking a certain way later on. You know,
And then you kind of
100%.
asking yourself, like, where the fuck did I get that from? And it's some shit that was implanted in your head, bro, from some subliminal shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
You was saying.
And that's why we got to take consciousness of and be spiritually aware of what's thrown at us and filter out what's right and what's trying to deceive us.
Yeah.
And that's called discernment. You know, being able to like dissect what's feeding us and what's like diluting us.
speak on it, Steph.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm
some
happy
real
with
shit.
what you're doing because
Hey.
I know your mission is to uplift the youth and direct them to a better path
Yeah.
than what we was led by, because we was led by our OGs
Yeah.
from the hood, like from the hood, from what we looked up to the OGs. Like it was like chaos. Okay, that's the original chaos. Then it's tiny chaos. Then it's baby chaos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know
it's
what
a
I'm
long,
saying? You know what I'm
it's
saying?
a long bloodline of
Yeah.
chaos.
You feel me?
Generations of
Yeah.
chaos, my nigga,
Right.
instead
Hey,
of happiness.
Right.
You feel
Why is
me?
it chaos with a K?
And
you know
I
what I'm
hate to
saying?
be that nigga. Like, we all know, like, we live in a world where being positive and cool is corny in a way.
Yeah.
But my nigga, like, we gotta dial back on that shit
Yeah,
as a black
slow it
community,
down.
as just a community of minorities. Like I'm
Right.
gonna say, I'm not gonna say specific, but we gotta stop trying to fucking promoting negativity,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
promote positivity.
Thinking that's
like,
what's
it's
hard.
okay
Thinking
to
that's
be
what's right.
positive, You know, like we all know, like being negative is cool. You know, the person that smokes the cigarette
Yeah.
is fucking anti is cool. You
Right,
know, like
yeah.
that shit has always been promoted, but we don't realize that this shit has been promoted through what we watch
Right.
subliminally.
Right. Yeah.
Like what you said. So it's
Yeah.
implanted in our head to fuck with the person that's
Yeah.
smoking a cigarette. And
Right.
that's doing a bunch of bad shit.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Versus the person that's doing some positive shit, you know? Until we become an adult.
Yeah.
That's when we realize.
See,
really.
negativity is entertaining because we could watch that, but you be the fool, the one doing it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
Exactly.
like, are you the fool, the one doing it? Because we could watch it and we're entertained by it, but then the day you end up being the fool.
Right.
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah.
Do you think people that people that get entertained by it, do you think that's inherited, or that you think as far as like wanting to do what they see, if it's like something so stupid and they still want to do it, do you think that comes from the DNA, or does that come from just trying to like fit in, or how do you
it's
think that
both.
plays
I feel
both.
like it comes
Both.
comes with the mindset.
with the mindset?
And that comes with the age, you know what I'm
Okay,
saying? Because
yeah.
we was all gullible when we was in our teens.
you had to
go
and
through
early
it.
20s, you feel me?
You had to
Yeah.
learn.
Yeah.
Like,
Facts.
somebody could have told us anything. We probably would have ran with it, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
So we just
I know I was that type.
shit, we all was. Bro.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
we ain't know
We
no
was
better.
misled.
You feel me? Like,
We was
yeah.
misled.
That and a little bit of curiosity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Curiosity take you to a dangerous
real.
place.
Yeah, man.
That's why you like when you speaking on shit like people watching and like me like my one thing like is if like as far as like with me and my relationships is like I try to like always make sure that like my girl stays in a positive frequency, you know, like when she's like watching TikTok videos or Baddies East, not to talk down on the shit, y'all shit fire,
Yeah.
but you feel me? It's just like one of those things you don't want, you know.
Yeah.
Like if your girl's watching that shit, I feel like they kind of like feed off of that
Yeah.
shit. Because I done
Yeah.
been in a relationship where I had a girl that watched that shit
Yeah.
all the time,
Eats
TikTok,
the
and
soul.
eat it, and it was like
Hey,
every
well-
time we confrontated, it was like easy for us to confrontate.
Yeah.
You know, it was like nothing for her to get into it with me. You
Yeah.
know, versus like or us getting into it in general. You know,
Yeah.
and it was like, wait, what the fuck is going on? And I don't blame it on that specifically, but I feel like sometimes that does play a lot.
It
you know?
does.
It plays a big role,
yeah,
bro.
hell yeah. I mean, go ahead. If you,
Extremely. I'm gonna say I had to drop my 2 cents on that.
yeah, go ahead.
I actually had to. I cut it off, bro. With my girl, it's been 15 years now.
Yeah.
I cut the shit off.
Yeah.
And
She's
that's a
not-
long time,
you know,
bro.
if-
15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's not
nigga.
allowed to watch certain things or do certain things due to the effect. You know what I'm saying? If it's not bringing nothing positive to your life, if it's not, you know what I'm saying, offering you opportunity or teaching you something or, you know what I'm saying, giving you
Yeah.
a better perspective on things,
Yeah.
what are you learning it for? Why
Yeah,
are you
and what's the
watching?
point?
That's all it is. You're
Yeah.
taking in that knowledge. How is that
Yeah.
knowledge helping you tomorrow or, you know, in the future?
The difference is that everybody doesn't think that way, bro. They're
Right.
so wrapped up and entertained with the dumb shit, which the dumb shit, I guess you could say, or just other shit that
Man,
their narrative
that's
is
why
just to keep being plugged in.
the scripture
Yep.
says don't conform to the ways of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Do your own
society's
thing.
what's feeding you.
Yeah.
And so like with women, you know, I feel like it's feminine toxicity because what they see on TikTok, say like David Beckham,
Yeah.
he got his wife already 6+ rings, wedding rings, re-engagement rings.
Yeah.
And then the woman's gonna feel like, oh, you need to do that for me
Yeah.
now.
David
Yeah.
Beckham,
You know
do
what
it.
I'm
Why
saying?
you
Like,
can't do it?
Oh,
Like,
why can't you give me another ring? Take me out like this. You feel me?
Yeah,
They hold that standard and impose it upon you.
Yes.
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? And they because they see it on TikTok.
Not only that, with the music, they expect, you know, certain things to what they hearing.
Yeah.
They got those dudes that don't mind about, you know what I'm saying, doing certain things for women, you know, as far as like splurging. Like I say, if you ain't tricking,
Yeah, you gotta throw
if,
a bag
It ain't
on-
tricking if you got it. You know what I'm saying? That's super popular.
It's what you
phrase.
hear,
feel me?
man.
Yeah,
What you
right?
hear. Yeah.
It's like if you got
absolutely.
it, why it's the problem? Like,
Yeah.
what do you,
Yeah.
like hold up.
Yeah, like hold on. Like,
Slow that shit down real quick. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like,
Brainwashing them.
Hey, shout out to the homies. The homies just tapped in. Shout out to T.
Okay.
Boo,
T.
the whole
Oh, yeah, they
T.
watching.
Yeah.
They watching. Hey, shout out to the fan.
Yeah.
Shout out to my niggas. I
They
love
watching
y'all,
right now?
bro.
Yeah.
Like Boo,
Yeah.
like even just like speaking on Boo, like
Yeah.
on the positivity note, like
Facts.
Boo has been like such of a good influence on
Yeah.
my life. You
Man,
know,
facts.
like far as like when we was talking about the influences that we have,
Yeah.
and specifically me,
Right.
I grew up in like a home like of all niggas from two ends.
Yeah.
So, like so being in an environment like that, nigga, and me being who I am, like I always was who I am. Always been different, always been cool.
Yeah.
But I had to go through certain shit that put my mindset in a way where it was like, all right, this is how I gotta really carry myself, because motherfuckers would really try to push you over
Yeah.
in life, you know. And Boo kind of like reversed that whole mentality, and I needed
Yeah.
that at the age I guess we met at the perfect timing.
How
'cause
old
it's
were
like,
you at this time?
this is like we was at Houghton. This was like probably like 24. You feel me?
Okay.
25 when I was
Okay.
still fighting and shit.
Yeah.
That's a
I'm
good
still
age to
burned
start,
out and
tip.
fighting
Yeah.
and shit.
transitioning.
But once I started kicking it with bro a lot and just peeping how he moved and how he handled his shit, it's a good influence, you know,
Right,
in a way.
right.
You know, like he's
So
very
what
positive.
was his mindset or motto that influenced you to start seeing this type of light?
The militantness of it. Like, you know, like from working out, like bro don't even know, like a nigga, he programmed like a nigga in jail.
Fact.
right.
You
Yeah,
know, like
program.
that nigga's up same time.
He
doing
inspired
same
by
thing
David
every day.
Yeah, David
It's
Goggins.
pro-
Also,
it's a
David Goggins,
program,
elite
you know?
Navy
Yeah.
SEAL type program.
on that same
and
tip.
he don't realize like people like that are leaders, you know, like
Absolutely.
and that's a good leadership. Those are people you want to be influenced by like y'all, bro. Like, you know, y'all being my brothers, bro. Like, I'm happy. Like I said, this shit make me more content, my nigga, with my life
Appreciate
and
that.
where
Yeah.
I'm going when I turn 50.
Yeah.
You feel
Love to
me?
hear
Because
it.
like shit, life don't always be as good. You
Yeah,
know, like
right.
nigga, we still trying to figure shit out. You know,
Yeah.
I'm 32. You know, still trying to figure shit out in life. You know, and probably still will be trying to figure shit out until 50. But just seeing what the homies is doing and the influence, bro, this shit make me really content with where I'm gonna be at.
Yeah.
At 50,
Hey,
60,
and it makes
you feel
us
me?
even happier to hear it, man. It
Yeah.
makes us like kind of verify and put a stamp that we're doing the right thing, you know, for the right reasons. Because from the beginning, bro, our intentions were pure. You know, we just want to, you know, get together as the bros of the day ones and just shine some light on the shit that we've been through. And then, you know, we want to bring the other homies with us while we're doing it, you know, like
Yeah.
one at a time, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why you're here right now. So, man, we appreciate you saying that, bro. It's because that's a motivator that we're just going to hold on to allow us to keep doing what we're doing.
Yes,
Like I was
sir.
telling y'all niggas, this is the first one. The next one y'all niggas see me on, I'm gonna have a fat ass chain on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh God, bro.
Yeah.
You gonna be
Yes,
on
sir.
here still
Yes,
doing it
sir.
up, still gonna be the
Yeah.
same nigga, but just with a
Facts.
bigger chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You know what I
Just,
mean?
And I
Yeah.
hope y'all paying attention to, you know, what he's saying too, man. And that kind of something that I've been living off of for the last few years. Success is a mindset.
Facts.
It's a, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
literally your perspective, how you
Right.
look at things. If you can change that, of course it's gonna always be things that you want to do or things that you want to get done. But if you can master your mindset and change your mindset to that, you've already won, little or not. Now all you're doing is waiting on the time for the shit to actually fall in
Right,
place for you. You
right,
feel me?
right.
But if you change your mindset, bro,
Yeah.
you would be surprised of the good, you know
I
what I'm
feel
saying, the
like
good things.
your
and
mindset
shit,
is
you feel
like
me?
it's the GPS compass. You know, like
Yeah.
what direction am I going? Because you got to tell it. It's not like it's just gonna happen, bro.
Right.
You got to tell it where you're going.
Yeah.
You know? And I
Yeah.
told myself I'm gonna be one of the top leading designers on the entire globe.
yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Coming from Long Beach. And since I said that, it's living up to that standard. You know what I'm saying? So it starts with your mind.
Yeah.
And,
Bro,
then,
Steph,
and then all the
nigga.
actions gonna line up
Yeah.
with it. You feel me? Because
Yeah.
you gotta put in the direction, the GPS, right? Same thing with GPS. You go into like, I'm trying to find the nearest like Raising Canes. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna tell you exactly where to go, left, right,
Yeah.
on Gainer Street, then 700 feet, it'll be to your left hand side.
All right, well, let me ask you a question because you're saying like, okay, it's a mindset, no doubt. I totally agree with it. But do you think that goes with having a plan with it or
See, you could have a plan and you got to have a like, you know, like a strategy, basically.
Yeah.
You got to have a strategy, but the plan is not always exactly going to go out how you plan it because God laughs at it.
Yeah.
You
So
feel
I
me?
would say you don't need the plan.
Yeah.
Honestly, because I've got to where I'm today without a plan. I just had the mindset.
You kind of like stumbled into
yeah,
everything. Like
it's like I knew what type of life I wanted to live.
Yeah.
I knew how I wanted to go about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I
yeah.
wanted to be, like you said, on the more of the positive side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could do all the other shit, you know what I'm saying, no problem. And probably get a lot faster.
Right.
But I knew I wanted to get it the right way. You feel
yeah.
me? And I knew that I wanted to live, you feel me, a certain way. I wanted to drive certain cars. I wanted to live in certain places. I wanted to wear certain clothes, you feel me? So that was the bigger picture.
Right.
And like you said, sure enough, little or not, you know, step by step, you know, throughout time,
Yeah.
shit just started lining up and
Yeah.
falling into place.
Yeah.
I didn't know which way I was going. All I knew is
Right.
I'm headed, the destination is this.
Right.
You
yeah,
feel
this
me?
is
Like,
what I want at the end of the line.
That's the end goal.
Exactly.
The end goal.
And
whatever
then let's
it
keep
takes.
going from there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I
you
feel
do
that.
you doing what feels right. You know, more so
Exactly.
it's like when your body's cold and you go towards the heat.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
type shit. You know,
Yes.
and that's a beautiful thing, bro. Because like you said, that's everything, my nigga. Like success is a mindset.
Yeah.
I done been around the richest people, bro. Like I'm not gonna speak, but I done had homies and signed deals and shit, you know.
Yeah,
And I done
yeah.
had situations where people done told me stories and like everything is a mindset,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like
for
niggas
sure.
don't realize when they really made it. Once you get that check for what you really love to do, nigga, you made it.
Yeah. All time.
Nigga, like so niggas need to realize that. So niggas need to stop looking for worldly gratitude.
Yeah.
Once
Right.
you get a check
Yeah.
for what you've done, nigga, you made it.
The
Yeah.
point is
You
like
know?
if you make a living off your gift and talent, and you literally it pays your bills. You're making a living off your talent.
You
that's
have
success.
won.
You have time freedom.
Yeah.
For you to have your own time freedom, that's success.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I feel like the real success is managing your own time because that's something that you cannot buy.
Yeah.
You know, you can't buy time for shit, man. So like
Can't get a
understand,
refund on it.
like
Can't get a refund.
if you think about it, majority of the people that are living in a city like LA, Long Beach, they're utilizing their precious their precious time that they won't get back to
Right.
make $1. If you think about it, really, like they're getting
in
$19 an hour
in exchange for $35 an hour.
Yeah.
They're thinking that's success.
Right. And really, like, this is precious, priceless time that you're never gonna get back. Before you know it, you're gonna be 50 years old, looking back at the life that you had when you were a youth, and be like, damn, I really spent 11, 12, 15 years, 20 years making 23, 25 an hour. You know what I mean? And look at me now, like, and it comes to that point where it's either you're happy about what you did, or you don't necessarily regret it, but you wish you had went another route with what you did during that time.
And it takes courage.
And, yeah,
It takes courage.
And I'm not even trying to knock anybody that's working a 9-to-5 job that's making 17 an hour. Look, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, if you're doing something that you love to do for a living,
By
I don't
all
care
means.
how much you're making.
Yeah.
If you're making even something is a bonus, but if you're doing something that you love to do with your time, keep doing it. You're not regretting nothing. Stay with the process, because, bro, at the end of the day, you're doing something that makes you happy.
Yeah.
Period.
And
Makes
like
you feel
said,
fulfilled.
it's having a plan, like you said specifically. So for the person that works a 9-to-5, right?
Yeah.
If you work a 9-to-5, don't make that your life goal to work this
Right.
9-to-5 for
Exactly.
this person.
Yeah,
you know?
It's a
yeah.
stage.
Unless
Use
it's
that-
something you love to do.
Yeah.
If you love to do it, but by all
Other
means,
than
go
that,
ahead.
Use that platform to build whatever it is that you're going to build as
Yeah.
a creative, because I'll be around. So I didn't live in a house full of creatives and niggas, nobody worked.
Right.
So the rent bills, like nothing
That's
got
good.
paid,
Yeah.
nothing
That's
got
real
done,
shit.
you know? And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
as a creative, as an artist, whatever you doing, skateboarding, fucking,
Music.
whatever you doing, music, whatever it is, it's okay to work a 9-to-5. Just make sure that you invest in that money into your hobby,
Right.
so that
Yeah.
your hobby can become your job.
Tell
'Cause
'em.
even when
Yeah.
that shit
Right.
becomes, because like even when say, yo, life goal, whatever it is that you love in life to do,
Yeah.
once that shit becomes your job, that shit gets serious too. And that
Absolutely.
shit sucks sometimes.
Absolutely.
Because they gonna have it, like, say if you skateboarding, you got a deadline now. So nigga, if you told the niggas you gonna hill flip backflip, nigga, in Hollywood 16, nigga, you got
Man.
until December 25th to do it, bro. And if not, then you not getting aboard.
Right.
And that's pressure. You know, that's
Right.
pressure. That's
Yes.
work. At that point, that's work. That's just like working a job, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if your boss, if you know, like, you in a position where you working a job and at any moment you act out of character or do anything wrong, you could be fired and that
Yeah.
fuck up your bread, bro. That's a situation.
Yeah.
If-
That's the same shit.
Yep.
That shit is not gonna be fun.
it
So all
fucks
in the
up.
end is work.
Yes.
So you
Yes.
know, like whatever it is that you want to do, niggas gotta realize this shit is work. It's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Like it's never. It's not. Work is not fun, bro.
Yeah,
But
unless you have a lucky slate, you know what I mean, and you go through, because it does happen. You know, people do end up having, I don't know if you consider it luck or a blessing or whatever the case is, but they're just, their whole life ends up being just on the right track from the get-go. They don't have to learn the hard way. They don't have to trip and stumble and get lost for a second and then find their place again. Some people have the luxury of just like, you know, going, making all the right moves and ending up at the right place, you know, by
And
the
I
end
feel
of,
like a lot of
end
that
their
has to
time.
do with their mother praying
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Parenting,
saying?
I would
Like
say.
it's definitely
Yeah.
a lot of blessings coming from the mother.
Yeah.
That's
And the
definitely
guidance
parenting.
from
Yeah.
the parenthood,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And because it's not like it's just luck. Like, why is it only happening to him? And then we can compare ourselves. Because I used to, when I was young, I used to compare me to Mikey. Because, you know,
Okay.
Mikey was always blessed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sanchez?
He
Yeah,
was
three
always
flip
blessed.
king.
Like any shoe or any drop that comes out, his mom is gonna get it.
Right.
But his mom is a super spiritual like warrior
Yeah.
praying over him.
Yeah.
Everything he got in life, he got it.
Yeah. He had the Virgin Mary and Jesus.
Yeah. Once you
pictures
walk in
all
his
over the
house,
place.
yeah, it was very spiritual.
just
Right.
to let
Super
y'all know
spiritual.
too, I'm
Yeah.
not like the Vans event week, so we don't have to rush it, bro.
You sure?
Yeah. Because
You good?
the homie, he's not. He said his tire flat or something like that.
Oh, for
so
real?
he's not gonna go. He
Sure.
canceled. Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Well,
And
with
remember,
that
I was
being
telling
said-
you, bro. Like I said, bro, this feels right.
Yeah.
Like if it didn't feel like I just know, like, if it didn't feel like this was right, I would have been like, nigga, I gotta go at 4, bro.
Yeah.
So let's get
I
this
was
shit
actually
done.
gonna come to
You
the
know,
conclusion
nah,
too.
But I told you, like, I was like, bro, this feels right, like what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's why I was just telling the little homie Lando earlier. Shout out to Lando.
Big shout out,
my brother
You shoulda
Orlando
came,
Magic.
bro. If you watching this, what happened?
Now what you talking about?
He gonna be at
Yeah.
the next one. You gonna
Alright.
get his own segment.
For sure.
Lando's
Yeah.
special enough to get his own segment.
Yes,
But
sir.
just what I was telling, like, earlier, we was debating on if we was going to the Vans event or not, because one of the little homies is moving to Denver, and he chose, because right now he's like in a situation where he's like right at the cusp, you know, of like
we're talking about
taking
Orlando.
off. Yeah, Orlando's finna
I
take
see him.
off, you know.
Yeah.
So I was telling him, like, bro, we need to go to
he
Vans.
moving to Denver?
No,
the
one of the
other
little
homie.
homies
Other
is,
one.
you know,
Okay.
but it's his good homie. It's like one of
Okay.
his good homies, no pop, you know.
Yeah.
And he was just like, shit, I'd rather go to the barbecue than go, you know, handle this shit, which is his business. You know, it's like, nigga, Vans, they fucking with you, nigga. They gonna bless you. They gonna give you that check, nigga. You feel me? The homie could come back at any moment, nigga. But just the fact that, you know, he a young nigga, he got that mentality to be like real and loyal to the soil. That shit proves a lot. You know, it's like
that's just how
that's
he
gonna
is.
take him a long way.
Yeah,
you know?
along with the
So-
talent too, cause I'm
But-
sure he's.
But I was telling him, like, I'm like, hey, I'm like, do that, but nigga, I'm like, you in a pocket. I was explaining to him, like, you in a pocket where, like, it's business over your homie, you know. So lean towards what feels right, you know. And the little homie flaked, and he was like, not like that, but he was just like, yo, I'm not doing the barbecue today. And I was like, see, nigga, I would have left to the shit, and you would have been like, I'm staying for the homie. It would have been pissed. Because, you know, you didn't make a decision for yourself. You know? So, just like, I was telling him, like, make them decisions for yourself. And that's why I said, this feels right, because this is what I do.
Absolutely,
You feel
man.
me? So it was like one of those situations where it was like, nigga, I'm going to do me.
Yeah,
You know?
man.
And the
I
timing
feel it.
going to come. If it makes sense, it's going to happen.
Yeah. You know what's cool about this moment too, bro? Like 10 years from now, you're gonna see this. I promise you, bro. 10 years from now, you're gonna see this moment and you're gonna be like, damn, yo, that's where I was at 10 years ago, and look at me now.
Yeah.
Like on
And
top of the
speaking into
world type of
existence.
shit. Yeah. I swear, it's gonna
Speaking to
happen.
existence.
Thank you for manifesting.
100%, bro. I can already see it. And-
Like he said, start with the mindset. So you gotta speak it. You gotta be. One other thing I learned is like we trying to be the success when really I realized you gotta reverse it. You gotta be it before you become it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Become whatever you envision it. You already gotta be it.
Right. Meaning you gotta have that mentality before you even get
You already
it.
are that
Yeah.
person. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
that's come with being equipped and
Yeah.
developed.
Yeah, and who cares what other people think? Because other people that are watching you be it, they're gonna be like, you ain't got it. But as long as you know inside, internal, that
That's
you're
an
straight,
opinion.
you got
It's
it.
not a fact.
Exactly. That's
That's
their
an
opinion.
opinion.
Yeah.
Don't get it
Yes, sir.
separate. Don't get it like mixed, bro. Opinion is far separated from the fact.
Right.
Real shit, man.
Absolutely. Big shout out, Amy.
Hey.
Thank you for doing your thing.
Amy's a fucking
She's a
champ,
trooper. I'm
bro.
telling you,
I
the
swear,
trooper. She's a
bro.
trooper.
Man,
Bro.
she's amazing, man.
Lucky
She's-
man, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
You
I
did
appreciate
that.
it.
Smart man.
A
Smart
woman is
man.
a woman to bring you peace.
She is a
You know what I'm saying?
hamburger helper, bro. She
Bro, y'all
is-
niggas be up, bro. Y'all be like goals, bro. I'll be up at like 12 o'clock at night, cause this nigga cooking motherfucking Portos in the crib. Nigga, I'm like, nigga, I need something like that, my nigga.
Bro.
I'm telling you that croissant, nigga.
midnight
I'll never
munchies.
forget that motherfucker, bro. 'Cause I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm sitting looking at the video. Like, I know this nigga is not putting this nigga Alonzo's really putting a croissant together from scratch.
Hey.
I'm like, bro, really, you do this shit, like, you
Yeah.
know.
Hey, that's why they call them chefs
Look,
up.
hey man, life is all about doing
Why
shit you've
limit
never
kitchen?
done before, you know?
Yeah.
So like when it
Right.
comes to like
That's
the
your
enjoyment,
creativity.
bro, I think it really is.
Yeah.
And she brings the best out of me.
Yeah.
In regards to that, because we be cooking shit that I never thought we'd be cooking.
That's-
And it comes
she's,
in.
she's gourmet.
She is. She's like a she's like a culinary
Yeah.
student,
Okay,
bro.
yeah,
Because
okay,
she makes it beautiful. I could cook it up, boom, boom. I get it ready and everything, but she organizes, put it on the plate to where it's like picture worthy.
Right.
And in the I guess in the social media world, it's Instagram worthy.
It's
You know what I mean?
pictures, like
So-
it's like picturesque.
yeah.
That's all it's about. It's about the moment.
Right,
You know,
right,
the highlights type
And-
shit.
And I love doing it, man. People be like, "Damn, you're showing everything, bro." Hell yeah, I'm showing everything. I hope this motivates you to try this shit because you
Yeah.
might love to do it too.
Yeah.
You know, And
I feel like
it's
we're just
bomb,
showing the
too.
highlights of our lives, and
Yeah.
in a lot in our lives, daily lives, there's a lot of highlights,
Absolutely.
and some don't see much highlight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So don't be hating on it. Like, why you showing all this, bro? My life is lit.
Right. And it's
And if you hating, just unfollow, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Feel
Why
me?
you
Like,
watching?
nigga, you
Why
don't
you
gotta watch
watching?
this
Yeah.
shit. You can
Right.
follow me, bro, at any
Right.
moment, bro, and not watch it.
Yeah.
absolutely, man.
And it's good to show people too that it's cool to do other shit
Right.
that we not used to being known for doing. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
man.
Like,
Yes.
Cooking.
Keep your
yeah,
mind open.
real shit. Like
That's a great skill to have.
Yeah.
it is, bro. And we not normally niggas is not known for being good
cook.
cooks.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, just
Right.
cause, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Like, bro, I could see Lonzo's. Like, as a restaurant, like,
Lonzo's. It's
nigga,
called
slow it down,
Lonzo's.
Lonzo's.
Like, bro,
Italian restaurante.
Lonzo's, like, nigga, that'd be fire, bro. That
Yeah.
shit be fire. I'm already knowing, bro. I'm gonna be like, nigga, hey, kids, hey, get in the
Pulling
car.
up.
We going to Uncle Lonzo's.
For you
nigga.
guys, it's gonna be
Oh,
Uncle
God,
Lonzo's,
you feel
man.
me?
Let's go to Uncle Lonzo's
You know,
place.
That'd be crazy. Let's
Yeah, I'm
call
gonna hook
Uncle
all
Lonzo.
you guys up.
I can see that though, like, you know, for you, like, bro, I see nothing but success. I see how you move, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you have so many different ways you make your income, and,
Yeah.
and that shit motivates me, bro. It gives me a perspective to look at shit. That's why I'll be like, bro, I'm glad that I've chose to surround myself around the people I did at a young age. Because
likewise.
now that I'm older, it's like it makes sense.
Absolutely.
These is the niggas that I
Yeah.
can see myself. These is definitely the niggas like. When we 50, nigga, we
Yeah.
gonna have, if niggas don't have beer bellies, we gonna be drinking beer.
We gonna be in a big
in
ass
the
barkyard
you
with
know,
the
you feel me?
barbecue,
Like the
Micheladas.
movie, like the
in the
movie
pool.
Grown Ups.
Yes.
I love that movie,
Yeah.
bro. I love that
Yeah.
movie.
Me
because
too,
that shit
bro.
remind me of the homies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We used
So,
to have a trampoline, jump into the pool
Mm-hmm.
with an LA view.
Yeah.
I could definitely
bro.
foresee it. Seeing our grandkids at that point, man. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a good thing. We're
Yeah.
gonna talk about it. We're gonna reminisce on moments like this. You know?
off
Yeah.
top.
God willing.
And it's
Yeah,
all
I will.
because, like you said, the key words, man, we talk about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You be surprised how much that can do. We
Absolutely.
talk about. We didn't grow up like that.
Yeah.
Like him, you know what I'm saying? I'm 34. Like, you know what I'm saying? In my house, I'm born and raised from Long Beach 2 on the east side, 2-1 in Pond.
Let's
Like,
hear it.
Oh,
know what
you
I'm
over
saying?
in the section.
Yeah, bro, I'm in the section, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't no talking. Like, niggas wasn't talking about what? You
Yeah.
Right.
know what I'm
Right.
saying? What you talking about? Like,
Shit.
niggas ain't tryna-
Nothing.
So it's like, it's a mindset. It's all a mindset that you got to kind of develop. And me being an engineer, you know what I'm saying? Like, it took that connecting with all these different types. Like, I don't have any, I have 6,000 or 7,000 coworkers. There's very few people from the United States. You feel me? So getting all these completely different perspectives and views and on everything kind of humbled the fuck out of me, bro. Because I see not only what I've been living, like how does the world see me? You know what I'm saying? How does other people, this group of people see, you know what I'm saying, or think or feel about, you know what I'm saying, these type of things. And bro, like I said, it's all a mindset, people. Like once you change your mindset, you literally, that's how I would say half the battle.
Yeah.
Like the
Facts.
rest is just timing and consistency.
Yeah.
When you change your mindset, bro, you winning.
Yes, sir, man. Speaking of like
shit.
speaking into existence, they got the mantra meditation that I've been fucking with every day. I've been faithful to it. Where like we're doing right now, we're talking that shit to exist in existence. You know, I speak to myself like on my way to my first account. I'm talking to myself like this is gonna be a good day. My homies are gonna be straight. I'm gonna be straight. My kids are gonna be healthy. We're gonna get shit done today. We're gonna be productive. And I tell myself all these different things every day, you know, something new, you know, along with the prayer. And because I really do believe that shit's gonna come and manifest and come about at one point, you know?
What's crazy is prayer is manifestation.
Yeah,
You
basically.
know, like when you praying, you telling yourself, it's like, you know, like they tell you to pray in a room, right? In the quietest place by yourself.
By yourself.
Right?
Yeah.
Close the
Is
door.
You basically like it's crazy how like the shit we've been talking about right now just kind of always circles back. Like like how he was just talking about like just the mindset. You praying is basically putting yourself in that mindset to go do whatever the fuck it is that you just prayed for. You know, because you prayed for it and you believe in God highly, right? That God is gonna work in your favor. So you gonna do what you gotta do to make sure that those blessings fall in line.
Yep.
Man, so look, I feel like our body's a vessel, and then our prayer is a channel and a message, an email straight to God, and that's in the magnetic fields on a scientifical like point of view. You know what I'm saying? The quantum fields, that means beyond tangible.
Yeah.
So a prayer is like an energy, and it's a feeling, and it sends out to the magnetic fields, and it attracts back. You know what I'm saying? And then you really receive what you were standing on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because it's on that frequency, right?
It's a frequency.
Yeah.
So it bounced back. It's a frequency. So if I'm calling this number, it's going to send to this, and it's going to pick up and receive, you know what I'm saying, the call.
And it
You
makes
feel me?
sense. That makes sense. Because if we're able to call China in a drop of a second, like literally we could call China right now
On the other side of the world.
and get a hold of somebody.
Whole different
What makes
time
you think
zone.
the frequency of what you say can't do the same thing?
Prayer.
Real shit.
Prayer.
And on top of that, I agree 100% with that, man. Like, that shit is a real thing. And on top of that, what happens after you usually pray? Like, don't you feel amazing? You usually feel a lot
You see more
better.
direction.
You know what I'm saying?
direction.
Like,
Feel more assurance.
Yep.
So what you're doing is the right thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can physically feel the effects of the prayer, if that
Right.
makes sense. You know?
Yeah.
It's crazy because you close your eyes and then you start to center yourself. See, we're so like trying to get ahead or caught up behind in the rearview mirror when the whole life goal is to be present, be centered. And that's why they call it a present, because it's gonna be a gift if you can be centered. You feel me?
Hey, you watch
It's
Panda, what is it called?
There's a lot
Panda?
of presents right there. Yes.
Kung Fu Panda.
Hey, that Kung Fu Panda is hard.
You
You know what I'm saying? Like right here, it's like all this.
Yeah,
it's like
nah,
the
definitely.
mind, body,
Yeah,
and soul
definitely.
all lined.
Yeah.
Because we could be way that way or way in the past.
Yeah.
Caught up in the past when the whole life goes to be right here.
Right.
And that's when you get able to receive all that blessing.
Because if you think about it, the past or the future don't matter.
It's fake.
It's
by Eckhart Tolle, you know, the power of now.
absolutely
It's fake.
It's
It's not even
it's
real.
a
It
full
doesn't
game.
exist right
Yeah,
now.
exactly. So there's no point of worrying about either or because
wasting
it
time.
does not matter. The
Wasting
only thing
time.
that matters is what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that being said, people,
That's
you know what I'm
real
saying?
shit.
Live in the moment
Yeah.
and worry about today. You feel me? Like, take it
Tomorrow,
one day
worry
at a
about
time.
tomorrow.
Yeah, take it one day at a time is as simple as you can put it, you know, because we as people have that bad where we stressing about some shit that ain't even happened yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a time that ain't even, you know what I'm saying, ain't even came yet. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
One moment can
Hey.
change your life.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you this, man, because prime example and piggyback off of what you said. Today we were supposed to have a guest. You know, we had this planned out throughout few days now, and the last literally like
on the
50
hour of.
minutes before we
hour
started
of.
this podcast right now, he bailed on us, or he bailed on me at least.
Right.
And he told me like, I'm not gonna be able to make it 50 minutes before we were gonna go live, and it's like, damn. Okay, well, I could stress about it. I could, act certain ways, or we could, just go with the flow and see what happens, bro. I didn't stress on it. We went with the flow.
It
I ended up
worked
K
out.
Beach, and it ended up working out to be probably the best decision we made. We could have made.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
It's more.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
bro.
that's why you always gotta
Appreciate
trust
that.
God's plan. You could always plan all you want, but God's gonna laugh at it.
Yeah.
It's like say the construct of life. Say you, I'm gonna go here by this day. I'm gonna have a baby by 26, and I'm gonna be married with such and such.
Yeah.
It's like already the construct and the code of life. Like, bro, you tripping? You know,
Man.
it's like your son tell you, I'm gonna go to this and this, this time, and you ain't gonna say nothing
Right.
about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I
it's
feel like-
also that's manifesting as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, it's an imaginary
It's
manifest.
like at the end of the
Yeah.
day, you
You
gonna
know,
get
it's
there.
like, it's a, that's what I feel like that's literally what that is. That's a baby mind, imaginary manifestation. You know, it's a
Yeah.
bunch of cartoons and creativity
Yeah.
built,
Yeah.
mixed up with some manifestation, but they're really saying something. Because,
Right.
we all didn't have and said that as
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah,
Like I said, when I
sure.
was 16, I was going to have a crib and a car. Nigga, mama going to have a crib and
The
car
baddest
and all that shit.
female, all
Yeah,
that
it's,
shit.
it's timing. Like you gonna get
Yeah.
it, but it's trusting God's timing, not your timing.
Right.
You're not in control of time.
That too.
Yeah.
That
you know what I'm
too.
saying? Because as we're on our way to the next stop, it could be an accident,
Yeah.
and who's to say I had control over that? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Yeah, there's so many people that lost their life at a too early of an age, man. Like we always say, man, shout out CJ, man, and whoever else you know that had passed
CJ
away
Mack,
before their
rest in
time.
peace.
Yeah.
But
Rest
yeah,
his soul.
CJ's a big one, man. He was a gift to everyone.
and we
man.
all knew that he was gonna be very far in the
He
skate
was.
in the skate
He was.
industry.
Man.
And
It was fortunate about our generation. We come across a lot of people that have died and it was transitioning
Yeah.
to being from
Yeah.
that bad person
Yep.
to a good person,
Right.
and then they bad side, that bad
Caught
shit
up
that they
catch
did
up
just
with
catch
you.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That shit suck, bro.
Yeah.
That shit suck, you know. But that's this life shit.
It's
you know?
it's unforgiving when you gang banging. It's a code, you know, that the street is so abided to, and it's unforgiving.
And shots. Hey, let's take a shot for
Yeah.
CJ Mack.
Let's
man.
take a shot for our
CJ,
lost
hey,
soldiers,
and
man.
all
Our
the lost
family,
brother,
all the lost
man.
ones.
We have a
All the
lot of
lost
lost
ones,
family,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, rest in
CJ,
peace,
D'Angelo,
Hash.
Melvin.
You know,
You know,
Louis,
let
you
them
know what
out.
I'm saying?
My nigga
So
No
many,
Nuts.
bro.
Yeah.
All Louis.
Johnny Hash,
Johnny
CJ,
Hash,
Pedro.
No Nuts,
Man,
Pedro.
Brox, bro. Too
Oh yeah, my
many.
nigga Brox. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is all these homies we named, even the ones that
Even my own
stopped
dad.
skating, they all
Hey,
used
James.
to skate.
Yeah.
Hey, Hammer City James, man.
Yeah.
Rest
Oh,
in
yeah.
peace.
Rest in peace to all you guys.
Scooby, it's too many. It's too many.
Too many. And whoever
rest
else
in
we didn't
peace,
mention,
bro.
rest in
Yes,
peace.
sir.
Oh, my homie Maine, Anthony Melvin Watson.
Taylor Raven,
Rest his soul.
bro.
Yeah. I don't know her name, but Barante's sister too. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, bro. Rest in soul.
That little nigga, man. I'm so proud of them, man. Because they're like a pure example of what fighting for what you love looks like.
Yeah.
You know, when I be seeing Bronte and Hakeem and Aramis and all them,
Hey, Cavi Club. Big shout out
Yeah,
to
shout
Cavi
out to
Club
the
in
club.
general.
them little niggas,
Yeah, shout out
them
to the
little
squad.
niggas been fighting for what they love to do since they've been kids. You
Yeah.
know, and I understand their situation and how they move. You know, and when you in the industry that's predominant of people that don't understand that life of living, they try to cancel you out. But it's really like, nigga, nah, this shit is just the way we are. And
Yeah.
y'all gotta accept that, you know? So that's why it's like beautiful for people like us to be doing the shit that we doing and step up and be that for our people. Like they say, we gonna police our own.
Yeah.
Like we don't need y'all to police our people. We'll police our people. So
Yes, sir.
when our people getting out of line, we'll handle it. You know?
Yeah.
When they
Yep.
doing right, we gonna make sure they come up.
It's called a
because
DP.
all we
Yes,
do
sir.
is
It's a
what we
co-
do
it's a
is
code.
Yeah.
what we do is we put all this energy towards a person, right? To take them to somebody that don't understand what the fuck
Is going on.
is going on,
Yeah.
literally. And
Yeah.
then that's when that person either fall off or get looking at as like a sellout, you know?
Yeah.
Because we put all this energy and we got to stop doing that. If we're going to put energy towards whoever it is that we do, the youth or whatever it is, we need to
Full throttle it.
full throttle it,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
handle the business, you know,
Yeah.
like, so if you want to be on the management side, handle the fucking business,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
So when the money coming in, make sure you doing right, bro, and
Yeah.
make sure that they get, that artist and that person is satisfied as well, you know, and
Well said.
everything turn out better that
Yeah.
way.
Right.
Yep.
Like look at the
Right.
Birdmans and Quincy Jones and Prince J's and
QC,
shit. Like,
quality
you know, like
control.
these motherfuckers, of course, is always gonna be something, especially when you got people that come from nothing dealing
Right.
with amount of money.
Money, yeah,
It's
especially
always gonna
those
be
amounts,
something,
yeah.
but by the end of it, these niggas always fall out and then come right back together and be like, "Hey man, everything good."
Look
my
at-
nigga.
look at YG
hey,
and Mustard.
10 million. Hey, 10 million just cleared, my nigga. We good, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, you know I was just playing, my nigga. Let's barbecue today.
Facts.
You know,
Yeah.
because it's all
Facts.
about just. Cause we all born, we like damn near entitled with our back against the
Yeah.
wall. Like
Yeah.
if we're not entitled to a money, nigga, we entitled to some struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Facts.
So once we start seeing a little bit of something and it's like, oh, I could get out this shit
Yeah.
and break my generational wealth,
Kurt,
yeah.
bro, you're not gonna let nothing stop that.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
because you
Yeah.
think about your mama, your daddy, you think about
That's your
everybody.
purpose.
Everybody,
You
yeah.
think about your future, my nigga.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
like, bro, you not finna fuck that up. You know,
Right.
so
Right.
it always becomes this thing where you confrontating with homies that you came up with, you know, that, you know, when it's like we could just all be on the same page because we all got one purpose. I know everybody want to feed their mama, nigga. We all want to feed our future children and our children, our current children, you know? So let's just all do right by each other, you know,
Yeah.
as a community, because, nigga, we all entitled to our back against the wall. So that means from the time we born, nigga, we know, like, we entitled to doing wrong.
Yeah,
To
well,
get the
I-
better benefit.
That
Yeah.
boils down to just working together as a team. You can't do shit without being together at all. You know what I mean?
Nothing.
You know, it's you paint a perfect picture. If you do it by yourself, it's glory. But even if you do it by yourself, at the end of the day, it's gonna be a lonely road.
Yeah.
Working together
You
as
can
a
only
team,
get as far
building
as
an
you can
empire.
alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Very.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine more force and more power, like the African proverb. You know,
Yeah.
you want to go, You want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, go together.
Go together.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
takes a team. It's
Because-
simple like that, man. It takes what do they call it? It takes a village.
Yeah.
Especially that's what they told me. I just had my son. He only 4. You feel me? But that's from the OGs and the people with experience with children. That's probably the biggest thing that I took out of things that people were teaching me.
Yeah.
You know, don't worry about if you need help, bro. Like it takes a village. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be able to do it by yourself.
Right.
If you can, that's cool. But you know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be able to do it by yourself.
I was just hearing a podcast earlier about your
That's real.
your children is not raised just by you. It's raised by your community, your village.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's gonna bring it's the upbringing of your your son. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It ain't just you, because it's only so much you can do as a father and a man.
And a lot of people don't understand when they say it's everybody that surrounds your son is why he becomes the way he is. Like this goes for schools. This goes for like after school programs that he's in.
That's why we're a product of our environment.
Yeah. And that's why that saying came about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's real shit, bro. Cause I'm mentoring, like, bro. I was literally fucking skating up 10th.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, like 2 months ago with like 10 kids behind me. Alonzo, you know, you be
Yeah,
seeing me in
like
traffic.
after-school
all the time.
program,
You was
like an
pushing up
after-school
10th,
program.
bro. If you was pushing up 10th, you would have been like, what the fuck are you doing with all these damn kids, nigga?
Yeah.
But it was one of those situations where it was like all the little homies was out too late.
Yeah.
They were out skating and they were like, bro, we're all gonna get in trouble. Like, and we scared to go home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember them days.
You know,
Bro.
and I'm like, you know what? Like, I got y'all.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do it. I swear.
That's
Lord
why-
knows I didn't want to do it. But
I'm
I was like, you know
telling you.
what? I'm going to skate with y'all to Cherry, bro.
Yeah.
It's a Cherry Ave. I'm going to skate with y'all up to 10th to Cherry Ave, bro. And from there, y'all got to
Yeah.
disperse and
Yeah. Do
get
your thing.
home. But they all stayed in between Cherry. So it was perfect, you know?
Yeah.
So just those little things, like you saying, like it does take a village to raise a child.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
Same with us too, man. When we
Yeah.
was out there back in the day, you feel me? Like
Yeah.
we didn't get to where we are by ourselves. You feel me?
Yeah.
We had certain OGs who
Yeah,
drove us
exactly.
around and gave us some game, you know,
Yep.
Yep.
or influenced in the wrong way.
dropped a
but-
few dollars when they needed to. If we
Yeah.
didn't have it, like all that shit makes a difference, man.
Absolutely. Big shout out to DK, man, because he used to drive us around. He was kind of like an adult.
me.
Shout out my nigga Jabril, my nigga.
Jabril,
Jabril.
yeah, exactly.
He
Shout
made-
out Jabril.
You want to? He made
You
that.
want to?
Yo.
You want to go? Like,
And then you tell him like, bro, let's go to Jack in the Box. Or let's go to Culver City. You want to? Like,
For real, he asked
gonna
you the
mirror it
same
back. He
question,
wouldn't.
like,
He wouldn't.
yeah.
He the
Yeah.
one. He was the older homie we had with a car,
Yeah.
license. You know
and he
what
was
I'm
the
saying?
only
We
one like
everywhere.
buying liquor. He
Yeah,
old enough to buy liquor.
exactly.
He was the
Yeah.
down homie. He was the down
Yeah.
OG. You know?
Yeah.
So,
Hey, mama.
so yeah, man. Shout out to our OGs, man.
Fact.
That's dope hearing that, man. That you playing a big role in the youth
Yeah.
life, man.
That's his
Yeah.
purpose.
Especially Jeremiah. Shout out to Jeremiah. That kid's gonna be the future.
And Jerry too.
yeah.
Kid
Yeah,
Jerry.
it's Jeremiah.
Yeah.
That little nigga
Yeah.
nice.
With the fro
Yeah.
and his little brother,
Well,
bro.
he got
They're
the boozy
both
fade
good.
right now.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
boozy
okay.
fade,
Yeah.
But his situation, he has a sister. I think he be hanging out with. He has like so much stuff
Yeah.
going on. He got kid emotion, you know,
Oh,
like
really?
that real major kid emotion type shit. So,
Yeah.
so you might think like it's his little brother, but it's
Oh,
really
okay.
just his homies.
Oh,
He has
okay.
a sister though. You
Oh,
know, he has
okay.
a
No,
little
I know-
sister and everything.
I know some dude. He's light skinned too. He always comes
Yeah,
to
you talking
Orizaba
about
with them.
Xavier?
Xavier.
No, you talking about Kalen. No,
Okay.
I say Xavier because the way his Instagram look, but his name is Kalen.
Okay. Well,
That
big shout out
kid's
to
a-
Kalen too. He's a beast. He's
So
a
you know
beast.
they're like how we will say DYK Jonathan and Robert was.
Okay, yeah.
Like where it was like, you know,
Okay.
like they
Yeah.
both got different trick selection, but
Yes.
these niggas both equally nasty.
Yeah, crazy
They're like
with
that
it.
too. So it's
Okay.
like that. So, you know, like hopefully I got my eyes on Kalen too.
Yeah.
Like as much
Yeah.
as he be like thinking I know he be in his head like he ain't fucking with me. Like
Yeah.
I'm fucking with you, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Kalen, I'm
Yeah.
fucking with you. You know, I'm fucking with the whole McBride, the whole
Yeah.
youth, you know.
Yeah.
At some point, like my personal goal, like that I set for myself too, it was to start a company, bro. And if that was either a skate company, like a skate company or a skate shop.
Okay.
But for the kids. And now that I'm like hanging with these kids is making more sense on what I have to do. And it's like start a board company for them. Because I can't bring all them to pharmacy.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
unfortunately, because that's not my thing. You know,
man.
but I can. I did my duties by using my one put on, and that was with Jeremiah.
Yeah, and well, like
You
we
know?
said, man, you get these things done by with the community, bro. So hopefully, by you saying this, we could get some sponsors that can help you out. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yes,
like
all the spots, especially Converse.
Yeah,
Converse
Converse
I'm rocking
too.
with y'all, bro.
Yeah.
Look, Converse.
Hey,
bro.
Tell
let's
'em.
go. Come on.
Like
Tell 'em.
Lonzo will tell you, bro. I've been rocking with Converse since
day one. Since
So,
since
bro.
it wasn't even a thing before
that
they even came
partnership.
out with the skate shoe.
Please.
Yeah.
He was skating regular Chucks.
I'm dead serious.
Please,
The Chuck Taylors.
my feet will be bleeding, bro. In
Yeah.
Chucks, bro. Shout
That's
out to
right.
my
With
the
nigga
hole on the
D-Rex,
side.
Derek Wilson. He
Derek
was like
Shout,
the first
shout out my
one.
nigga Beaver.
You know, he was
Yeah,
the
on
first
Falcon
one skating in
Street.
cons. You feel me? He was the
Yep.
first one skating
I remember
in
that
cons.
shit.
Yeah.
It had some baggy
When it
ass
was
jeans
bulky.
with the little skinny shit.
Oh God, when it
Yes.
was bulky, and that nigga, bro, the realest nigga. He all his shoes, he would be like, bro, here.
Am I tripping,
Like,
or did he nollie heel flip the 16 and some Converse? Am I
I think
tripping?
that was
or-
in the Nikes.
Oh, he was in the Nikes. Oh, he
Yeah,
was in the
'cause
Nikes. Yeah.
You talking about his Taha
Yeah.
part?
Yeah.
When he did his
Yep.
Taha part, that's when he was on Nike.
Oh,
at that
okay.
time, you know?
Okay,
And then
that's
after
right.
that, he got on Converse.
Gotcha.
You know, but that's how I learned all my tricks was just in Converse and shit. So,
Yeah.
you know, just like definitely, if they watching this, and any rep from Converse is watching this. Yeah,
Yeah,
bless
because
me, bro,
it's for a
'cause we
good.
gon-
It's a good deed, man. We're giving back to the future of skating, like skaters. I mean, the future is crazy right now. You see the shit that's going on and how skateboarding has evolved within just a little span of 5 years. It's just going nuts.
Bro.
And I see all the time because I skate Orizaba. You know, I still do my little bag of tricks to get a good workout. But I see the youth skating and they're doing tricks that. It took me like years to
learn. You be like, what the
But
fuck?
just to let y'all know,
And
this
they're
nigga's talking
young.
about little bags of tricks, but this nigga's doing nollie flips and shit. And that's, bro, you gotta understand, like, what you like, and this is what I speak on, bro, for the youth.
Yeah.
Like, we look at skating so lightly, right?
Yeah.
I can't even flick a trick with my left foot.
Man.
So just the fact that you can do that, that's
Yeah.
bro. If you understand skating, that's a
Yeah.
big thing, my nigga. That's
Yeah.
advanced.
Yeah,
So for
yeah.
kids that skate and can do nollie hills and nollie flips that think that shit is not nothing, bro. That's
It's
that's
big.
advanced, bro.
Yes.
So keep doing that shit until something happens, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
because,
for sure.
Yeah, I think
you know, like
remember-
you, bro, you at an advanced level of skating,
Thanks.
bro. In
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
mind, like if you really wanted to,
Yeah.
like if you just really wanted to take the age the factor and
Yeah.
the fact that you have your own life going,
Yeah.
bro, and be like, fuck it, I want to just really start back skating.
It could
I
happen.
guarantee you, nigga,
Yeah.
you will be kick flipping Suski, back Suski grinding, nigga, in no
Yeah.
time. You
Thanks,
know, but
man.
it's
Yeah.
just, you know, so like anybody, to you and to anybody, bro, when you doing this shit and it seem easy, bro, it's not easy.
It's not.
It's not, my nigga.
Really not. And anybody to pick up a skateboard for the first time, especially recently, they could say it for themselves too. It's not easy. It's not even easy riding a board. It's for people that are just barely beginning. Try riding a board and going down a hill. Just riding it. Now imagine,
Riding down a hill.
imagine doing a trick. You know what I mean? Like actually taking your feet off the board, jumping up, letting that shit flip, and then landing back on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's bigger than you think. But
Yeah.
you're right. But for a nigga that's been skating for so long, it's like, okay, it's just an ollie kickflip. Because I'm comparing myself to other people that skated, you know, for so many years. Like, you know, Shane O'Neal's a robot. We got P-Rod. Man.
Niger.
Yeah.
fucking all
And
these
I'm not
dudes.
saying I
Felipe
compare.
Gustavo.
But Felipe
Felipe
is
is a beast.
He be killing it.
He been a beast.
He got on lock. It's just
Man.
like formula.
But we
Where he
can't,
from,
like,
Brazil?
We got we got to
Yeah.
get shout out to our little homies though, because these
Man.
niggas is dope, bro.
Yes, they
the
are.
telling you,
the
bro.
Wedos, the Barante,
Yes.
the Aramis, the
Yes.
you know, what I'm saying, the Mike Jones. You
Them-
feel me?
yep.
Like the you know, all the little
All them.
homies. You feel me?
Jeremiah,
Like,
bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all, if y'all
These
niggas,
niggas is
see
dope, bro.
what this little nigga did, bro. If y'all could see his trailer, bro, like if I could just show the world, like, and I can't, cause
We
it's gonna be,
can.
like,
Oh wait, we have to do it.
bro.
Next
if I
time
can
we'll
show the
show 'em.
world his trailer, like he reminds you of like a fucking perfect mixture of Terry Kennedy and Antoine Dixon. Like
Yeah.
literally, bro.
Shout out
it
my
was
nigga
his-
Antoine.
Bro,
Man.
God.
He actually,
Yeah.
and it's dope to see my nigga Boo Johnson. But the first time I've ever heard of pharmacy, my mom moved out to Victorville at the time. I pulled up to the
Same.
pharmacy shop in Victorville, and
Yeah.
I swear to God, that was the day I met Antoine. He was up there, and he was just like chilling, I think waiting on some shit. He busting out some Nolly Hills. Just
Yeah.
chilling, you feel me?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, little nigga, like, Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, why is this nigga?
He
He a
get so
nigga.
hot.
Yeah.
Why is he
On
so
a different
good,
level,
bro? Like,
Yeah.
Pro Club T though.
Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
Long guys Pro Club.
Bro, I'm
Yeah.
sitting there
Like a 4X tall.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
but I'm tripping out like this nigga is actually a nigga. This
Yeah.
nigga is so fucking dope, bro.
Yeah.
And
And
after
his
that,
style.
so the owner at the time of the pharmacy, he had a house not too far from the shop in Victorville, and he had a skate park in his backyard.
Yeah.
He had like a dope ass, I think it was like a little 4-block. He had like I think it's a quarter pipe that goes up on the side of his house type shit.
Oh yeah, with the 4-block with the little rail on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he had a dope ass setup. So I'm like, okay, like how do I get to, you know what I'm saying, hang out with the cool kids? You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I was a little nigga and nobody at the time, man. This nigga Antoine was, man, he was a real nigga, bro. Like
Right.
he literally, I want to say, not took a nigga under his wing, but just let a nigga know like it was okay to want to be around. It's okay to want to hang out. It's
Yeah.
okay to want to,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely,
to-
Yeah.
And bro, like I swear that was like my first, like I want to say, good skater ever being around. You feel
Wow.
me? Before I start, you know what I'm saying, hanging out, you know, moving back to Long Beach and coming to Paramount, start hanging out with Leo and fucking your boy fucking
Ooh, Nick
no,
Molino.
no bushings, your
Oh,
boy.
oh,
you
that
was
thing
hanging out
was
with
so-
Nick.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
Nick Merlino used to be
Oh,
with
yeah.
the niggas.
We used to live
Hell
with that
yeah.
nigga.
Funny
Bro,
story, man.
why I see Nick
Yeah.
Merlino, you know, if you know Boo and Michael, bro,
Yeah.
you know Boo and Michael, bro.
Yeah.
I swear to God, look, if y'all know Boo and Michael, this nigga Nick Merlino was with Boo and Michael.
Yeah.
I'm like,
By
bro,
himself.
I'm like, you was some niggas, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, Nick
Yeah.
Merlino, what are you doing?
Yo.
He's like, these my boys. Like, I've been knowing, these
Yeah.
are my friends
Yeah.
type shit. And I'm like, oh, yeah,
Big
Nick
shout
Merlino's
out to
a real
Nick.
one.
Remember
Big
the
shout
Ackerfield
out,
days,
bro.
bro?
Nick Merlino's a
Shout out
real
to the
one.
Hold up,
Ackerfield days.
hold up.
And Nick
Nick,
Molino.
big shout out to Nick because I don't know if he remembers this, but 2011 X Games, man, that boy gave us all passes. I don't know if you were
Yeah.
there, but we were there, like 3 of us, and he was like, "Oh, Alonzo, Mikey, right? Mikey Sanchez, friend."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah." He was like,
Yeah.
"Come inside, bro." He gave us all VIP
He was
passes.
so generous, bro.
That's
That's
so
that's
dope.
who he is
man.
as a person.
He's from New Jersey, bro, and he's just. I heard like people from the East Coast are like hard, you know what I mean? But he's so like he's a kind person,
Super
humble
humble.
and
So
genuine.
He came
generous.
straight to Long Beach, man. We
Generous.
was getting
Came to the
lit.
north side of the
Yeah.
Ackerfields.
We
He
stayed
came to
on-
the north
We
side.
all stayed on the Ackerfield in the same,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all got a spot together when we was like 18. You feel me?
Yeah.
This
Oh, I
nigga,
heard-
this nigga, bro.
Okay,
Yeah,
I heard,
bro. This
yeah.
nigga Tank. This nigga, you know what I'm saying?
I think
Drew Nasty.
Benji came
like-
over there
and
at
Mark.
a
Oh
certain
yeah,
point.
Mark.
Yeah, my nigga Benji lived in there, and shout out to Mark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
AKA Bone.
That
you
nigga
feel me?
Angel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
nigga, Benji boy, bro, nigga, I've been knowing that nigga since he was Angel.
Yeah.
My mama know that nigga,
Yeah.
bro. From when
Mama?
he used to wear, bro, that nigga used to wear the same Target pants, bro. That nigga, bro, that nigga, look, Benji boy, bro, nigga, you know, mush, you know,
Mush
bro,
money.
you up, my nigga, you got
Yeah.
big fat chains on, all that.
Yeah.
But nigga, we know, nigga,
Yes.
Mush used to be in the Target pants with my
Yeah.
mom used to, the way I remember Angel was because my mom used to like love him. Like
Yeah.
my mom
Right.
like looked at him as her son.
Yeah, same.
And she would always be like, "Boy, you got on them same Target pants." Every time she's like, "Boy, you got on the same Target pants." Like, and that's how I remember him.
I
You
remember
feel me?
the purple checker skinnies. They always used to watch purple
yeah.
check. But you know, I said one thing I can't say about the homie. He is the reason that me and a few other homies ever got in the studio.
Yeah.
When he moved to
facts.
No,
Ackerfield,
it was much I ever got to record ever in my life.
that's what I
Yeah.
said.
Ever in my
He was
life.
the reason. Like he was the first person to get any of us on the mic.
Yeah.
He moved to the Ackerfield and built a booth.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember.
And with the
Remember that
mattress,
shit,
the
bro?
mattress and wood and
Yes,
blankets.
bro. I remember
That was
that
crazy.
shit was so. It was about what
Every night was
3
lit.
years, bro.
Every night was
For
lit.
3 years straight, man. Me and these niggas like it was so. It was
Yeah.
a party every day.
Every night.
Yeah, they literally
Every
made a
night.
booth in the closet.
The homie built a booth, bro.
Have you ever came to
like-
the Ackerfields
Yeah,
parties?
yeah. What? Yes.
bro.
Yeah. I came a few
That's
times.
when Four Locos was and all that shit was popping.
Yeah,
you feel
that was
me?
the E and J.
Like,
We was straight off of E and J and
my
Swishers
God.
and strawberry grape Swishers.
This nigga said E&J and
And
Swishers
Swish-
and Pom
You know what
Pom.
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Nigga, the Pom
For
Pom.
the 50 cent.
Nigga, oh God, nigga, the Pom Poms used to be smelling like straight hamster.
Oh, everything.
Hamster gut,
Man.
bro. To me,
Man.
when I used to do, every time when we would fucking smoke a Pom Pom, bro, I'd be like, this shit smell like a hamster cage. Like I didn't know for some reason, bro. To me, the gut, like
Yeah.
the you know the guts, like the
Yeah.
tobacco of a Pom Pom would smell like a fucking hamster
Yep.
cage,
Yeah.
bro. And I don't
Yeah.
know. Like I could be probably accurate. Like you
It
know, some
probably
scientists
mixed
be
with them
watching this
chemicals.
shit. Like yeah, it was definitely some hamster cage shit up in
crazy
there.
shit,
You know?
yeah.
So-
So
Yeah, I
it was
remember-
for show for the low, bro. Like,
and it was for the law.
Two,
Yeah,
was
I
it
remember
2 for
strawberry
80 cent,
swishers?
89
50
cent?
cent, nigga.
2 for 50 cent?
50
I remember
cent.
50 cent, bro.
I am,
50
yeah.
cent.
I am a advocate. I'm guilty.
Yeah,
Bro,
I remember-
these stays. Rest in peace, Bacon, man.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out, brother,
Speaking
man.
of pom poms and
Yeah.
Cheapy, bro.
Yeah.
Cheapy, yeah.
I don't know if you remember
Oh, heck
Cheapy,
yeah.
bro.
Bro, he ended up
that little nigga
Man.
every day, bro, at 8:00 in the morning. Cause remember we was 8 to 10 boys, nigga. We up there from 8 to 10.
Yeah, he was
that
a
little nigga
local.
would go to school and he would see me because I was 24 at the time. And he would see me and always be like, "Hey, big bro, could you give me a pom pom and smoke with me in the morning?"
Yeah.
And you know, at the point that was like a thing. Like nigga, Cheapy pull up, nigga. I already know he finna ask me to get a pom pom. He
Right.
know what the deal is, nigga. Roll that shit up.
Yeah.
Let's
Yep.
smoke. You know, rest in peace and. Bacon, you know, Bacon. I remember him being like 12 at
Yeah.
the time when he first was introduced to us, and
Yeah.
he
before he
smoked a
even
blunt.
skated, you
You
know,
know,
he
before.
came through. I mean, dude used to get in the way with his bicycle. You know what I mean? He ended up starting skateboarding. But he was one of those kids that would just like, he'll be there. You know, he was in the scene, you know, and at first, I'm not even gonna lie, man. He used to get in the way with the bike and shit, and then he transitioned to skating.
Yeah.
And for what, man, for God's given gift, this dude got on the skateboard and just like looked
Killing
comfortable with it. Yeah,
His
within
own
a
style.
month.
His
He
own
understood
style.
it.
Yeah, he
understood.
understood it.
He understood.
Man, perfect word, bro.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
just ended up becoming a legend within a matter of like
Yeah,
3
yeah.
years.
That little nigga funny, bro. Cause like I
He
was saying,
was.
speaking of pom poms, bro. I don't know if you was there that day, Lonzo, but we was smoking on the 10 stair. Remember that was our thing. Like
Yeah,
after the whole sesh, bro,
course.
we would go smoke at the 10 stair, bro. And this nigga was literally at the right of me, bro. And I'm like, I'm rolling a blunt. He's hitting a blunt.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was like Majay, Travi, fucking Clean, all of us. Like
Yeah,
the core
the
local
locals,
homies.
yeah,
You feel
yeah.
me? So he's sitting there smoking a blunt. And I'm like, hold on, my nigga. I'm like, what the fuck is you doing hitting a blunt? You like a little ass kid, nigga. You look like you 9 years old, my
Right,
nigga. He's
yeah.
like, I'm 12. He's like, I'm 12 and I dropped on the blunt. And I'm like, and then, you know, me, I'm like, who let this nigga drop? Bro?
Right.
I'm like, who let this
Who
little
took
nigga
this
drop?
nigga money
bro?
for the
You feel me?
blunt?
And
That shit's
fucking, it
wild.
was like Majay or Rocco, one of them let him drop on the blunt, bro. But he was entitled to smoking with us, bro. And I
Yeah.
had to respect it. But
Yeah.
rest
yeah.
in peace, Bacon, man, because that little nigga definitely would have been a GOAT right now.
Yeah.
You know, like in
100%.
skateboarding.
One punch
you know?
Bacon.
From his
Like,
skating to his style
Modeling.
clothing, he was one of a kind, man. Somebody that you are breaking your neck to. Like you just seen him skate and you're like, oh shit, what has he got on? That's crazy, but it's going with him, you know?
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
different. He's different. He's so
Yeah.
different.
I remember he came through with the whole like he had a turtleneck. And he
stayed
came
with a
through
turtleneck. You stayed
right
with a
here,
turtleneck.
like all the way up here,
Yeah.
and it was like, and this dude was doing like some crazy
Front
like
crooks.
man, like nollie front crooks,
Yeah.
and like 180 out
Pinch,
type shit.
pinch.
Like, whoa, okay,
Pinch.
you know what's crazy? He understood what was finna happen.
yeah,
Like, you know, like the newer generation, like your children, like the kids, they got an idea of what's finna happen, but they don't know what's finna happen. They just
Yeah.
going along with it like
Right.
a feeling. Right. You
Right.
know, like while we go towards warmth when it's cold.
Yeah.
You know, type thing. Like him, he knew, like in the back of his brain, his spirit knew like
where the wave
skateboarding was leaning towards
Yeah.
this direction where it was modeling and skateboarding. Cause when he was doing that shit, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
So he was doing the edits to the party next door and like got
Yeah.
the jean outfit on something. I'm like, what the fuck is this little nigga doing? But now you got these Carl Aikens
Doing
you know, chocolate, like fucking pro skaters,
Yes.
like Robert Nils.
Robert, shout
Niggas
out
that's
Robert,
killing
man.
it,
Shout
bro.
out, brother.
And that's fly as fuck.
Yeah.
And I'll be looking at it like, damn, bro. This shit
Yeah.
remind me of what I was trying to do and what Bacon was doing.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
But I didn't fully, you know, like I said, I come from the generation that gangbang. So it's like,
Right.
do that, but I don't know, my nigga. I gotta
Right.
still be a real nigga and
Right.
hold my
At the
tone.
same
you feel
time.
Me? Bacon come from that era where it was like,
It was cool to.
it's cool, but I don't know, but it's
Yeah.
cool. I know this feels right. It was more
Right.
so this feels right, so I'm
Right.
doing it, and he would have been the nigga that reaped the benefits
'Cause
from
he-
it like a Robert.
He
you know?
foreseen the like you said, the generation to come. He foreseen the style and where the wave was going. Like, like you said, bro, he was doing shit that people started to do maybe like months or years later. You know what I mean? You see like crazy styles, like shit that you never would even thought of.
Look at the Lil Dre's, Marcus Montoya's. Those, like, I'm just naming like good skaters just to shout out all the skaters. Shout out to the skateboarding community in general. But
skate life.
These specific skaters that I'm talking about have, like, you know, and I'm proud that Robert Neal is one of our brothers
Yes.
that is in that,
Shout out my
that's
man.
in this conversation that I'm talking about. You feel me? Specifically, but it's a style that, like, where it's like you're fly and you care about how you look on camera. And, you know, and like I know a lot of the predominant of the skate community will be like they don't approve of that shit, but they gotta understand that this is what skateboarding is leaning towards.
Yes.
You know,
have leaned towards
like
already.
Like, you know,
too.
like when you think about every trick you do, it's a pose.
Yeah.
You do a Smith. If you could pose that Smith hard enough, nigga, that shit gonna look fly on camera.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Tell him.
So
Tell him.
they gotta understand that this shit is what, like, the old heads need to understand that this is what skateboarding is leaning towards, and this is how they're gonna be able to profit.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
it's a look, it's a style. It has to sell everything. Look at Robin Big. I'm looking at your shit, Robin Big, right?
Yeah,
nigga.
Yep.
Rob Deerdick understood this shit from the
Oh
beginning.
yeah, he
probably
always
wasn't
had
the flyest
swag.
nigga.
He always had swag.
But see, and then, even then, that was swag at that time. He was fly because that was swag at that time, bro.
exactly.
You feel me? But the thing is, he understood was to sell his lifestyle.
Yeah.
People are nosy as fuck.
Yeah.
We come from. The world is nosy, my nigga.
Yeah.
The world want to know what you doing, what you doing, what you doing, what I'm doing. They want to know how much you make, what size shoe you wear.
Right.
They want to know
What you're doing, what the algorithm is in your life to make it the way you are. Yeah.
So he's selling it.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that we got to do. We got to, like, understand that this world is a nosy world.
Yeah.
Right.
So if we going to put out there what we want to sell it.
Yeah.
Look at Blueface. Like, I hate, like, okay, like, he's probably a bad, but he's probably the most bad but perfect example for the new generation. Because look at, like, how he put out music, right? And that music put him in a platform to where everybody was so nosy about what he was doing to where now he's just selling his lifestyle.
Literally.
So
His
now he's over
relationship.
here,
Literally,
I'm
bro.
fucking with my old baby mama and I'm fucking with my new baby mama. And then now y'all so nosy, I didn't put them on the show. And
Man,
I didn't
look,
seal
we
the
know
got his
deal.
baby mom's on the record.
I didn't
Got
seal
baby
the
mama
deal
single.
before people don't even know what this dude is doing. And it's probably the most toxic shit. I'm not going to say that it's the most positive.
Yeah.
But however you got to get your money, I guess, get
Exactly.
Right.
it. You know,
That's
because you
what
got to
it
pay
is.
rent and bills by the end of the day.
At
my
the
nigga.
end of the day, bro, if you guys want to pay, if they want to pay me millions of dollars to see me take a shit on the toilet, by all means, fuck it. Write me my check. You know, and that's what's literally going on right now,
but
bro.
that's a part of. Do y'all
That's
think that's a
toxic.
part of the meaning of selling your soul? Y'all willing
not
to look like a
necessarily.
fool just to get a check?
I mean, in a certain way, but I feel like there's certain things that people do, and you could clearly see, like, you know, they're doing this shit just to get the check. You know what I mean? Like, because they do certain things that nobody would never do if it didn't come with a dollar sign behind it.
And I think that's selling the soul.
But that is, it could, yeah, it is. It is to a certain extent. But it really depends on how you perceive it, because, like, you have your own opinion about it. You know what I mean? And they have their own way of looking at it too. So they're looking at it as, you know, this is how I feed myself along with my family. You know, so I can't knock them for doing what they decided to do to feed their family and live a comfortable life. Comfortable, and I'm saying that lightly, you know, because, you know, you could either do that or you could listen to somebody else and work a corporate job and make a fraction of what you're getting by taking a shit for $1 million.
And I also feel like with selling your soul, it's like this is how, like, I feel like, because me being, like, on that cusp of, like, fucking just a music and shit, like, selling your soul is doing some shit that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just
Just to
gonna
get
say
a
that.
So
Just
that's
have a
like
check.
somebody telling you, that's like me telling you, Steph, cuz you gotta wear nothing but pharmacy and you gotta wear green and red every day, and you hate that color.
Yeah.
You know, you like, I
Yeah.
fucking hate that color, bro,
Yeah.
but I'm stuck wearing this shit, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Now, that's selling your soul versus
agree.
somebody that's doing something they love to do and getting
Right.
paid to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You know?
Facts.
So now, if you're on TV, and these motherfuckers, like I said, they're nosy. The world is nosy, and they are paying you to take a shit. That's something you want to do
Yeah.
versus them being like, put on this dress, nigga.
Yeah.
And you like, fuck, I don't, but I'm gonna do it. That's selling.
Hit record,
out.
my
Yeah.
boy.
So you know, that's
Yeah.
that's how I feel like
That's a
more
good
so
example.
than like, you know, like than a person like a Bam Margera.
Yeah.
Like a Bam Margera literally pranking their parents and just doing certain shit, like, and I say him specifically to like dumb it down, you know.
Yeah.
Like Bam Margera is a person that I'm pretty sure he done mostly what he wanted on camera,
Yeah.
versus what they told him to do.
Exactly.
I think it was all authentic. Like he's just that type of person.
So he
Exactly.
wasn't a sellout.
Because he was doing that
Exactly, right.
before MTV. He was CKY, you
Yeah.
know, CKY 2K. All
He
that
was
shit
doing all of
before
his
MTV.
skate videos, bro. That's
Yeah.
something he naturally doing, and it morphed into Y2K. It morphed
Yeah.
into him
Also,
being Jack at, you know.
He's a white man, so
Yeah.
he gets outlets.
Yeah.
You know, the white man get opportunities
Yeah.
versus
Regardless
niggas,
of
white
what-
folks.
regardless of what
like I
they
said,
do.
we left with our back against the wall. So nigga, like Dave Chappelle said when I watched his interview and he was talking about how like if you was like a real fan of his and how he didn't want you to support the Chappelle show at the time, and he was saying like how his situation was when he was young and he had his back against the wall when we talking about specifically, and he was saying he had kids, and at the time Comedy Central had offered him a deal, and he took whatever the fuck they offered him, and I'm pretty sure it was the shittiest deal ever. If he was like 50 years old, I don't know how old he is. No disrespect to Dave Chappelle, but however old this nigga is, to be his age now and to complain about it must have been
Crazy.
That means that must have been a shitty deal that he took. You know,
Right.
you know, for that show to be as big as it is now, to be streaming on each platform, and you to go on a platform to be like, hey niggas, don't fuck with that show.
Right.
You know, like we set in these situations where we have no choice. So I guess when me saying this is like anything that you go into, like on some business shit, go into it with some money. You know, or some type of something to back you up, just in case if that don't work, that you can support what you doing, your hobby,
your
you
own.
know,
Well,
on your own.
That
you
should
know?
be a universal law, man. You always got to go into anything that you go into with the plan A, B, and C. You know what I'm saying? And you got to have a plan, bro, because at the end of the day, God willing, shit works out. You know what I mean?
Right.
First strike. You know what I mean? First swing. But, you know, 9 times out of 10, it never happens that way. And you could hear this from any person that is successful. They go through hurdles like you never heard of before, bro, to get to where they're at right now.
Right.
But it took them going through plan A and B and C and D, E, F, all the way through to Z to get them to where they're at right now. So
Right.
Yeah.
And
Real
I
shit.
feel like
Yeah.
it's all
real.
it's all control. You feel me? Like as far as like selling your soul, you can't sell your soul if you were in control.
yeah,
Like he said, if you were going against your will, or if you're doing something
selling
that
your
you,
soul.
if you're going against your will or doing something that you don't like doing, wearing a color you don't like wearing,
Right.
being a place you don't like being, you know what I'm saying, doing something that you do not like doing, then I would say living your soul, that your soul, your soul. But like Blueface situation, I feel like he's just really good at capitalizing on
His lifestyle.
on the situation. You feel me?
In the situation that's
Because this
the
gonna
time,
happen
you know?
anyway. How could I eat off the shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I
And
feel
see,
like
and and that boils back to management. Not to cut you off, but that boils back to management.
Yep.
You feel me? Like Whack 100 is a dude that's what under the game. He has experience with management.
Yep.
So
Tell him.
come on,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Management, get y'all shit right, bro. When y'all niggas out here trying to manage collectives, collectives, and just artists, like do right. You feel me? Like don't be holding out on money and situations. Be very transparent with the artist. You feel me?
Good
like,
business,
as
man.
management,
Do good
because
business.
I just feel
us
like
as artists,
beneficial.
we be so in tune with our artistry. We don't fucking really want to deal with that shit.
Yep.
You know, so we trusting in somebody to deal with it the right way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
then when niggas is doing wrong, bro, what do you expect? You know, the artist is gonna fucking get upset or out of balance where niggas don't want to do music and do certain shit because, you know, like they feel fucked off.
Yeah, I feel
You
like
know?
the real like confusion and complication comes in is because a lot of times there's a lot of shady management out there.
Right.
You know, the management are in management for a reason because they probably have a background of sales or trying to, you know, upsell, you know what I mean, and try to get, you know, money for themselves. I feel like most management like kind of branch off of. As far as artists goes, artists is so free spirited, like they're a free bird. They don't give a shit what's going on. But for whatever reason, they get intertwined with business and some shit that they're not familiar with, and they get lost in the sauce. And you know, that's where shit starts getting really sticky. So when you do pick your management, it's really good to find that other free spirit. I feel like a free spirit
maybe
manager.
Find somebody that wasn't supposed to be a manager.
Right.
You know,
exactly. Kind of just fell into place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, I want to bring a perfect example, you know what I'm saying, is NWA.
Yeah.
We all, most of us know the, you know what I'm saying, the story behind that. You feel me? It took one nigga, which had nothing to do with the vision of the squad. You feel me? He had nothing to do with NWA, Jerry Heller. He had nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying, the work that they was putting in, the message that they was trying to get out. You know what I'm saying, what they had to go through, you know what I'm saying, to obtain this goal that they was reaching at, you feel me? Like, but at the same time, he was the sole reason and the sole purpose of the demolition of the, you know what I'm saying, the separation of this super group. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? All because of his mindset.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was too much of a businessman.
Yeah, I got
Like,
one question with that.
What's that?
Did you know that before the movie, or did you always knew that? Yeah,
I've always known that,
okay.
bro.
Yeah, I learned that through Straight Outta Compton.
I learned that through the movie.
I'm
I'm movie. I'm like, that nigga janky.
That's fuck you, Jerry.
Like, maybe I didn't know the extent, because all my family, you know what I'm saying, we all from LA, you feel me, and niggas know, you know what I'm saying, people that's around, they know the game and whatnot. And I remember back in the day asking my dad, because I do remember, you know what I'm saying, the beef between Ice Cube and Dr. Dre, and you know what I'm saying, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying, like, these niggas they was boys, you feel me? Like, they grew up together, they literally started
now they
shit
got diss
together.
records.
Exactly. Why are they dissing each other? What happened? You know what I'm saying?
But then this record became anthems, though.
Exactly. Like, but what caused this? And it was all, I remember my dad told me, and you know what I'm saying, he broke it down, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say exactly what he said, but it was somebody that pretty much didn't belong in the picture, didn't understand the message, you know what I'm saying, that was just about $1. And he came in the mix, you feel me, and was able to cause enough confusion to where, like I said, everybody was busy worried about music.
Yeah.
They wasn't worried about paperwork and, you know what I'm saying, contracts and all that shit.
They were about the art.
And the movie was super true, you feel me? There was one person who got a contract for, you know, as far as NWA group, and that was Eazy-E.
Right.
He did not write any of his music. You know what I'm saying? So
clearly.
It you know what I'm saying, it means a lot. Like you say, with the managers and shit, man, you do have to be careful who you let, you know what I'm saying, on the team, and who you give all this power and energy to, and their, you know, their mindset, you know what I'm saying, and their vision of, you know what I'm saying, the overall success, because it took one motherfucker to fuck up the lives and livelihood.
See, that's a group of niggas.
A group of niggas. You feel me?
Like we were saying, that's a group of niggas that back is against the wall.
Exactly.
And that's in the struggle, especially at that time. That was a gangbanging era. So I know them niggas was like, we got to get the fuck out this shit.
Yep.
You know, so look at how that turned out. You know, like, they know what they doing, divide and conquer. It's the art of war. You know, you divide all these motherfuckers, but then you offer them each different situations, because look at how they situation played out, right? I'm pretty sure none of them are doing bad.
Oh, none of them.
Yeah,
all of them are well off by the end of the day.
They all took their own lanes.
You know, but it took the people that don't understand where they come from to divide them and give them certain situations. You know, like, you know, Dr. Dre probably got more than fucking Ice Cube. Ice Cube probably got second most. And, you know, and then we don't realize as niggas, all these motherfuckers go to the same golf. They go all golf at the same shit. They all party just like how we are, like how we stuck
they still around
dealing with each other.
They
Like, we
around
stuck
each
dealing with
other.
each other because of what's in our bank account. Them niggas got to do the same shit. So they go to the same, what is it? What is it called? Golf club? What is this shit
country
called?
club.
Country club, exactly.
Yeah.
My bad. I hate to sound stupid right now, but
Nah, you good.
you know, y'all go
Straight.
to the same. They go to the same country club, so. You don't think a person from Universal and Warner Brothers is having a conversation about yo nigga ass.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you do anything that's fucked up or that's just like in court, bro,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
with the DA and public defender, bro.
Right,
Niggas
right.
don't know the public defender is talking to the DA about your deal before the public defender even tell
Yeah.
you what they
Before
offering.
you even know what it is.
Before you even know.
And it
So
boils
you
down
don't
to the dollar at
exactly.
the end of the day.
So you don't think Universal and Warner Brothers is talking about your nigga ass? You stupid. Because why do you think
Tell
that
them.
when they talk about when artists say, "Oh, I got shopped around to each label," and then this label is the one that
Yeah.
Yep.
Come on, bro.
And that's why in life, and this should be a universal rule, man. Whenever you decide on something, anything, bro, you should see the big picture rather than seeing, just being what's the word I'm looking for? Just being
Like complacent. Or,
not complacent, but just like you just do it without thinking about doing it. You know what I mean?
Impulsive, yeah.
Impulsive. Yeah, don't be impulsive about the decisions you make. Really think this shit through. I mean, shit might sound so crimson clover in the beginning and up front, but you got to look at the brighter picture,
Right.
man, or else you're going to get lost in the sauce.
One thing I learned: never take that first pencil.
Yeah.
They call it a pencil because it's a contract.
Yeah.
So you gotta look at it as a pencil before you ink it.
Yeah.
Just because that's the first deal they're just willing to offer. You can counter it. Who's to say you can't?
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Never
It's-
accept that first deal.
Yeah.
Bro, I
yeah.
watched the situation. Like one of my close homies, he signed for a lot of money, bro. Like a good amount of money. And just watching him and his situation, it was like the labels didn't understand how he worked his algorithm the way he did.
Yeah.
So at the time, this artist specifically was the top ranked artist, and you could tell they was trying to hold him to that caliber, and then it fucked up his algorithm, and it fucked up how his shit was going, and that's what I'm saying, like, and that's what I'm like trying to boil down, like labels, like these people are fucking rich ass content people, and they fucking take me out for this shit, this interview, bro, and somebody specifically see me like, this nigga gotta go because he's talking too much game. Fuck it, bro.
Yeah.
But these people are specific people that are rich, that do not understand us artists, that are coming from nothing and trying to rap our way out of a situation, sing, dance, skate, whatever the fuck it is we trying to do to get out of our poverty, bro. These people don't understand this
They
shit.
like, treating you like puppet dolls, like little Muppets.
So
that's-
And they
what's
never in the
cool.
streets. They never in the scene. They just in their suit in their office and calling the shot.
Yeah, but that's what's cool with the future because you see the up and coming generation that remember how shit was in the past. They're the ones that are rich now, and they remember how shit was, and they know what the game is like. So they're bringing up the people that these rich motherfuckers never seen before or don't understand. You know what I mean? They have a different vision, and I think that's what's kind of transitioning the art from what it was to what it is now, and kind of like going all over the place with it to what it's gonna be.
That's why, like
whatever
Nip
it's gonna be.
said, like all these big companies and old corporations, they're gonna crumble. The new is next to rise because we stand as a people.
Literally.
And
So
why
the-
you think they took a nigga like that out?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
He was
come
speaking.
on. This
He
shit
was-
get deep.
Nip was ahead of his time, bro. He spoke from the heart and he knew the game and he understood it and he knew how to communicate it.
Yeah.
So that
Same
was
thing with Pac.
same thing with Pac, yeah, and same thing with Biggie too, and a few other people that went unnoticed for the majority. But yeah, people understand what the fuck the situation is and know what they need to do and know how to communicate it. And unfortunately, that happened to them.
They had an influence to the people. You know what I'm saying?
And that's like crazy because just to speak on them two guys, right? They were two niggas that came from a negative situation. They upbringing was talking about negativity, you feel me, about what was going on, right?
Yeah.
And then they became positive. And then
Yeah.
right at the moment when they were like, I'm about to change, something happened. They
Yeah.
died. They were taken out because they were finna enlighten the world. And that's where I feel like I've reached, in my life. And I feel like we've all reached is at enlightenment.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
we want to enlighten, but they only gonna let you enlighten that so much.
I mean, Pac lived out his purpose. He said, at least I'll spark the mind who will change the world. I'm not saying he said I'm not saying I will change the world, but at least I'll spark the mind who will.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He
That
definitely
says
sparked my
everything.
mind.
He was talking to us.
Yeah.
Nigga.
The
He's
younger
literally talking to us,
generation. Yeah.
bro. And that's our job to make sure that we keep talking.
And he spoke it to Nip, and that's why Nip started the what's it called?
Crenshaw.
No.
Marathon?
His nonprofit organization Vapor 90, or what's it called?
I didn't even know about that.
It's called where it's basically for underprivileged children, say from South Central, can have an outlet
Yeah.
for the creativity of graphic design.
Yeah, because he knew. Because
It's hard.
What was it called?
Hard.
It was a building he partnered with Ryan Leslie or who was it? But it was given
It probably was Ryan Leslie.
yeah,
'cause
to
I
give
remember-
opportunity back to the kids that they can come here and have access to Wi-Fi computers and engineer whatever it is.
yeah,
you
almost
know?
like a
Learn how to
Boys and
graphic
Girls Club
design,
sponsored by him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for design, for graphic designing, and
Like,
shit
just
like that.
help them as a creative, develop them, into an entrepreneur route.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's how you know you won, bro. When you're able to do that for your community, the place that you grew up in and understood
Vector 90,
poverty.
that's what it's called.
Vector 90?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've heard that before. But just to be able to do that, man, that's how you know you won.
Right.
And
And
if you
Pac
were
was speaking on it.
Yeah.
And Nip was the first one to actually make it happen.
not, so he kind of Pac orchestrated through the blueprint
Because
out.
he was speaking through his like phone call interviews. I used to study Pac like crazy, and I listened to his phone call interviews. Yeah, we're gonna set up with communities where we're gonna go to their hoods and talk to their OGs and get the approval, make sure we get the say so, the okay, and then we're gonna do a big free concert for at the park for the community, and it's all free,
Wow,
no
yeah.
charge.
Yeah.
And how can we uplift the children, like give them a platform where they can like have access to computers and stuff.
Yeah. And let that spark their mind to be creative and come up with whatever art they're trying to come up with, because that's how shit evolves, right? You get the youth and whatever they're thinking of or whatever they're manifesting in their head, you know what I mean? They bring it out to the table and a whole bunch of shit just happens. A whole bunch of reactions, chemical reactions happen, and other people come in and intertwine their ideas into whatever it is that they're doing. And, we have art similar to what we have today, if not just that much crazier.
I feel like at the end of the day, life is all about providing a new solution. What we learn, at least for me, I was misled. Growing up in the hood, I was misled of like, okay, be a hustler, like be a trapper, and you getting money, that's success. You getting a fly whip, that's success.
Yeah.
And then I did that, but it led me to a lot of wrong ways. You reap the consequences.
Yeah.
Until you start to realize, like, you know what, the real guidance comes from the word, from God, and this is what's sustainable. I was listening just to OGs. This is what this is the societal norm, like principles or code. Well, at the end of the day, the principles and code gonna go back to the word, because the word is bond. It's been since the beginning to the end of time, and that's the Bible. Not to be in a religious aspect, but just on some like, why has it been over 2,000 years? We still stand on that word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you detest it, and it's plain in plain black and white.
Yeah.
It's evident.
Yep. Shit speaks for itself, man.
Oh yeah, I got a show at the Edison in January.
Let's hear it,
I
man.
gotta come, man.
Yeah.
I gotta come. I got a show in January.
Okay.
All right.
And I got a video part that's finna actually drop. So I've been like the whole 2023, I've been like low key as fuck to just like work on me.
Yeah.
To drop all this shit 2024.
2024, that's when you come back with music.
2024 is like, nigga, that's
Okay.
why when you hit me up, like, bro, like when we gonna do some music, why 2024, I'm telling you, the January
nonstop.
1st, I'm gonna be like, nigga, what are you trying to do, bro? Because I just wanted to do that because I forgot who the fuck I was like studying, but somebody said disappear for, it was Jay-Z. He said disappear for a year and then see something about how they really feel about you, or see what you really get done. It was something in that caliber.
Well, that's what they say in general, bro. Get away from the city. Just go somewhere that you don't know nobody. That'll allow you to focus on what's on your mind and what you really want to do in life.
Yeah.
Go.
We done that. We went to South Carolina.
Yeah.
Nigga.
I went to
He
South
was
Carolina.
telling
You
me
went to
about
South
Come on,
Carolina.
nigga. I was
Yeah.
in West Columbia, bro. Like, come
I
on,
was there.
that shit was in
I was right there on the 385.
Come on, bro. That shit, like,
Columbia.
nigga,
If you need a place to think, that sounds like the place to be. South
Hey, shout out
Carolina.
to South Carolina though. Not even like that. Like I met some cool plugs and shit like
Zaxby
that.
Chicken.
But that's just like one of those places. Like you from there, you know you have to be from there to understand that.
Right.
You know, type of shit. It's not like Long Beach or LA. Like you could come to a fucking chicken spot and be like, oh, it's some shit cracking, or go to a skate park. You know,
Right.
all these skate parks is DIY.
Right,
So we
yep.
out there, we like for
Facts.
niggas like us. We going out there skating like 3 times out of the week.
Yeah.
Cause the park, like, during this time, like South Carolina is really raining a lot. So it'll rain and it'll flood the park. So now the locals have to clean the park out. So I respect, like, on some skater shit. Shout out to South Carolina.
Yeah, we had
'Cause
no
I respect
sidewalks,
them
bro.
niggas, bro. Cause
Yeah.
them niggas gotta like literally clean they DIY.
Yeah.
Like versus
Yeah.
us, we have a fucking pool with a drain in it. So
Yeah.
when it rains,
It has the
shit just
drain.
goes in the drain.
Yeah.
You know,
And,
like,
and it was no sidewalks out there, bro. Like,
Yeah.
as fortunate as it was, like when I was living in South Carolina, I used to Google Maps, like just where I grew up at in Paramount 5-4, just to see the curves, bro.
Yeah.
Just to see sidewalks. Because where we was at, it was no sidewalks. There's no
That's
such thing as a
crazy.
sidewalk. It's just straight the blacktop with the highway or the grass in the field of the forest.
Yeah,
the trees.
man. I feel
ain't
like
lying. Steph ain't lying.
one thing I could say about that saying, man, there ain't no place like home. There ain't no place like home when you live in
Yeah.
Cali. You know, and you really see that when you go outside of California, bro. Like you go to Texas, you see the difference. You go to the East Coast, you really see the difference. Up north or anywhere outside the country, especially Thailand, bro, because I can speak that through existence. You really don't know how good you got it over here in Cali, from the weather
facts.
to the convenience of shit.
Yeah, so-
Everything is
So
at
now
your-
you know. So like you went to South Carolina. I lived
this
out there
nigga
for
was
5
warning
years.
me.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I
Before
told
had
you
went
went
out there,
recently, right?
This nigga was like, you like nigga. I was just out there. It was like it was like I was having all these conversations with different people
Yeah.
from the time, bro.
But I
From
was
the
really in
fucking,
South
like,
Carolina.
Alonzo, bro. Oh my God.
I was
bro.
really in South Carolina.
I'm tripping right now because like you really seen, bro, like a full
everything,
circle moment, bro.
everything,
Like,
yeah.
nigga,
Because I've known
come
you
on.
for a while. That's
Bro,
I
no,
was
from
gonna
the time
touch
we
on
was
it.
pulling up right now, right? I seen a situation
Yeah.
that I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know? And this nigga was literally like, he was like the last conversation I had before I went. You know, he
Yeah.
was just like, bro, everybody was like, are you sure you want to go? Like, why are you doing that? Like, come on, that's not K Beats. Like, and I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck that. Like, I'm gonna do, and me, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want.
Right,
But
right.
he was the
Yeah.
real conversation I had because he was like, nigga, I lived out there.
5
So
years.
it was
You
like one of those,
understand.
like when he talked to me, I was like, all right, I'm listening.
Yeah.
And he was just
Yeah.
like, bro, this shit. He was like, bro, it's cool, but he was like, you gonna realize a lot. And that's
Yeah.
what I did, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I did realize from that
Yeah.
experience was that no place is like home.
Yeah.
And if you haven't got your mission accomplished at home,
Yeah.
don't leave.
Right,
You know, there's no
right.
point in leaving because you're gonna always feel like that resentment or that feeling in
Yeah.
the back of your head or
Right.
spirit that
Right.
didn't get to accomplish whatever it was back home. So
Yeah.
like,
But now that
definitely-
you've seen, because like really it was a reset. You had to do it just to see like, can this like bring me to the next stage of my life, which it did.
Yeah.
So like you was out there for like what, 6 months?
Yeah.
Man, thank God you
Yeah.
only did 6 months, bro. I did
Yeah.
5 years. I was thinking like I'm gonna do just 2 years, but it just kept adding up,
Yeah.
adding up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I knew what I was signing up for, I would have never done it.
Yeah.
But now that you know, since being out there, right, stripped away from like all the opportunity, you start to realize how valuable it is to live in Long Beach or California. It's just our weather, the beach, the mountains, and the scene, and so much things to do. Because out there is literally nothing to do but basketball, skate, or football, or go to cookout,
Yeah.
potlucks. That's it. There's
Bro,
nothing else to
and,
do.
Bro, cookout, bro, nigga.
Yeah.
Every cookout I
Yeah.
went to, they
Devil
was,
eggs.
they was spicy,
Yeah.
nigga. I
Yeah.
swear, cause
Yeah.
like, nigga, I'm like I said, I don't have no preference. I'm sorry to my black women.
Yeah.
You feel me? Cause I hate when the black men say some shit like this. But I have no preference, you know. In my last relationship I was in, she was white.
Yeah.
So fucking we would go to cookout every fucking
Yeah,
time, nigga.
yeah.
I'm driving, right?
It's a cookout.
I'll go to cookout.
Yeah.
I'm driving in the drive-thru. They'll look at me and then they'll look at my girl. This how you know, like out
They be
there is
judging.
very outdated,
They be
bro.
judging.
They're really,
they really
they're still on
behind. When you go
racism
out there,
and
it's like you
shit, bro.
travel back in time.
Yes, bro.
Wow.
Because I went out there and every fucking cookout we went to, that I would order my food and they
Yeah.
would look at me and then they would look at my girl and then that's when they'll give me an attitude.
Wow.
Like, and it was always like a black woman working at the fucking at the fucking
register, yeah,
register
yeah.
and through the drive-through. It was always a black woman. I swear to God, I'm not trying to be on a weird.
That's how it
shit.
be. That's how it
was
is.
always a black woman working at the fucking register at the drive-through, and every time they would look at me.
They didn't want to see
Yeah.
that.
And look at my girl and they be like,
Blasting.
"Oh yeah, he ain't no nigga," like type shit. You
Like,
feel me?
right.
And then I can ask for a salt. What? Like, you know, like, what do you ask for? Like,
Yeah.
oh, what you want? You want? I'm like, can I get more cookout sauce?
Nah, they really
I'm
stand
like,
on that.
You know, and I'm
Yeah.
like to the point where I'm like frantic because we already know, like, as a black man, we have we have a black mother, so we
Yeah,
already have
so you
this
got that
soft spot
moral.
for black women.
Yeah.
Right.
So we have this thing where we're already submissive to our black woman. You know,
Right,
so
right.
I'm can I get a salt?
Can I get a napkin? Let me get one napkin. Can I have
Cookout
no one
sauce,
napkin?
you know, and it's like I should be
Yeah.
like, let me get this and let me get that, you know, versus
Right.
feeling like I'm asking for too much.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
type
Right.
shit. So
Nah, the women out there, especially black women, they have a stronger
Root.
root of like trauma
Yeah.
and of like I don't want to say not insecurities, but more like they feel like they're being left out.
like
know
you
what I mean?
said, deep rooted trauma.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
deep-rooted
like,
trauma.
Yeah.
Cause like I would say my grandmother comes from Mississippi, so
okay.
like how we was talking about earlier, like there's two types. There's people that's fortunate to grow up and be born in it and have it, and there's people that are born without it and work their way up to it.
Yeah.
I feel like anybody, like especially like us as black people, bro. We all come from somewhere else. We come from Mississippi, North Carolina, nigga.
Yeah.
So when our
Louisiana,
grandparents, like specifically our grandparents from our ancestry, when they moved to California and they moved to places like this, they already made it for us. But we was so pampered, we didn't really realize what making it was because we have these circumstances and situations that we have to deal with, you know? But really, we already made it, my nigga. So that's why making it don't feel like making it unless you really from somewhere else.
Right.
Like, you know, like, because when you in Cali, bro, like, any nigga that makes it, they move to Cali.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah.
like the
And
goal.
you-
They moved to
Yeah.
Cali
My dad was
versus
from
us.
Atlanta. He
Yeah.
he landed in Atlanta, and then he got married with my mom. That's where he met my mom at a like more like a Catholic sponsored refugee camp.
Yeah.
And then he saw that education was very lucrative, generous in Long Beach at LBCC because they was granting like what $3,000 a semester. So he just packed his bag with my mom and drove in his Buick to Long Beach, and they had my brother at 86. They had me at 1990. And
You
and
go a
I
long
just,
ways
I
with that,
I
huh?
feel so fortunate to be born in Long Beach.
They made
bro.
it for
so
you, bro.
fortunate.
They made
Yeah.
it for you.
Yeah,
We just don't
exactly.
feel that.
And that
you
was
know?
a success for my parents. So I can't measure the standards. Oh yeah, you gotta have a business. You gotta have a house. I didn't hear no crib. You know, I can't not do that because they escaped war. They escaped
Yeah.
communism.
And they
you know
don't
what I'm saying?
like, man, and that's why I think of with the kids growing up nowadays, like my kids specifically, rather, they don't know how the good they got it. They really don't know, what their parents went through. Same thing with me
The
and
fact
my.
that they can
you know,
have
I have
gymnastic
an
class.
I have an idea based off of the shit that they tell me, but to live through it is a whole
different
nother
experience.
Yeah. So you like, and I look at my kids and I'm like, you really don't see how luxurious everything is around you right now.
To have basketball practice, gymnastics.
Yeah.
We didn't have none of that. All we had was our skateboard.
We call this good problems, kids. These are good problems that you have. Oh, you forgot homework? Oh, it's a good problem. It's okay. Oh, you only have, this on your plate right now. That's a good problem because you eating really good.
But that's beautiful that you got active children. I mean, nigga.
Oh, yeah, they active. I
Your
try to-
bloodline is strong, my nigga, because it's two different types of kids now. Just like it's two types of different adults, nigga,
Yeah.
there's two types of different kids. It's the kid that will fucking sit at home all day and play Fortnite and have these type of headphones on and be talking that shit all day.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's the kid that actually wants to get out, and like that's what I see from your children.
Yeah.
Like they want to get out. Like, yo, boy, when I seen he lost that game, he was he was like I was like I love that about him. I was like, that's passion. I was like, that's Alonzo's passion in that boy. You know? And that shit gonna take him far. Whatever you want to do, like, nigga, bro, be pissed.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Like, you know, like,
That's
nephew,
true.
be pissed, man. Like, nigga, if it don't work the way you want, like, handle your shit the right way, but always be pissed at the fact that you couldn't do it how you wanted to.
Yeah,
do it,
let
you
that
know,
be the
because
motivator to
That's
get
holding
what you
yourself at a
Yep.
statue.
Yeah,
You know, that's
yep.
holding yourself at a criteria.
Let it
and
be
at
a full
statue,
circle
you know?
moment.
So
That's right.
if anybody gonna be disappointed in you, you should be the most disappointed in yourself and be your hardest critic.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what's gonna make you go harder to where when you our age
Mm-hmm.
and you content and chilling. Like, look at fucking Rob. Like, I love, man, Robert. Like, that
Big
little
shout out
nigga,
to
I'm
him,
so
bro.
proud of him.
Shout
Yeah.
out to
He don't
him,
even
man.
He's the
understand. He's
face of like so many
Stock
things
yeah,
right now, man.
Off-White,
What he's like 27 right
Louis
now.
Vuitton.
He don't realize it when he's 30. Like, even Boo, like, you know,
Yeah.
like Boo
Shout out
at
to
30
brother.
right now. That nigga's like basically like
Casablanca.
he's not a retired skater, but if he wanted to really be like, nigga, I'm done with this skate shit.
He's still
Because I
good.
made my
He's
bag.
still
He's
set.
good.
Yeah.
So it's like you setting yourself up. So that's what I'm saying for like the future children, bro. Like my nephew, like your kids, fucking Gino kids, bro.
Yeah.
To my future child, bro. That's why I
Yeah.
can't wait to see when my kid come out. Because I know I'm going to be like, hey, nigga, every day it's going to be
Let's go.
like annoying. Like I'm gonna be the annoying ass dad, bro. I know it, bro, because I'm just gonna be so driven on my child, just like, you know, doing what they want to do in their head, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what I see, like, you know, like with you, bro. Like literally, like your boy play basketball, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, he's skating yet? You know me, I'll be asking like,
Yeah.
he's skating yet? You like, nah, he playing basketball.
And as
though.
much as I wanted him to do that, you know what I mean?
That's
I'm
just
like,
his passion.
I'm just going with his flow, you know what I
Right.
mean? And kind of just guiding him with whatever he wants to do. Because trust me, having kids is no easy game, man. The way they think is so it's intricate, man, and it's like so different than, but yet the same as how you used to think. You know what I mean? And then to be able to see them evolve in the way that they're evolving and kind of learn the way they're learning, it's a beautiful thing to actually, in my words, orchestrate. You know what I mean? Because you're navigating this whole thing for them for the most part up until a certain point, and it seems like that point is becoming younger and younger as time goes on. You know what I mean?
They
the
don't
time-
need us as much as
as
they did back in the day, or you know what I'm saying, as
Exactly.
we did back in the day, as much as we needed our parents.
Facts, man.
Like I said, my son only 4, man. I swear I'll be like, who is teaching this nigga shit, bro?
Right.
It's
Why are
coming
you
from
figuring
you,
shit
oh
out on your
God.
own? Like
It's
I'm
coming
supposed
from you,
right? Like I'm
nigga,
supposed
oh God.
Yeah.
That shit coming from you.
And I do take a couple pages out the homies playbook as well, man. Like I do appreciate how physical and how active you have your kids. That's the reason why I told you, like my son, he don't hop on a video game. He don't have, hop on the tablets. He'll grab a book.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
tight.
saying?
And that's why he is the way he is.
reads at
Yeah.
4, reads full books at 4 English and Spanish, and he's an artist. You feel me?
Yeah.
You would prefer to draw some shit versus, to go online and look
That's
some shit
hard.
up.
And that's why he's so smart, bro. And someday he's gonna be teaching you things, and he's gonna keep you at the level of whatever it is at that time is gonna be. You know,
Right.
he's gonna keep you, up to date. You
Oh,
know?
for
That's
sure,
the beauty
bro.
of it. Yeah.
we should appreciate that more because, the way the world is headed, it's not like how it was when we grew up.
Yeah.
We was forced to go outside and play. Something as simple as, going outside.
Yeah.
Getting some, some sunlight, some vitamin D, like reading or being physical, being active, like they ain't got to do that nowadays. You feel me? Like they literally don't.
Yeah.
That's real shit.
Yep.
So that's like when I was at Gino's, I was just peeping like how the kids was engaging. You feel me?
Right.
Like we
Yeah.
we faded, but I'm like I'm in my uncle head. I'm in my uncle head. Like let me see
Yeah.
how my niece and nephews
Yeah.
engage. And like it was just tight to see like how your daughter and Gino's daughter was engaging.
Yeah. It's
like
beautiful.
she was
Yeah.
like when you was like, yeah, come over the routine for us.
Yeah.
You feel me? And she was like, bro, your daughter was like, nigga, she was like, look.
Plugged in.
So this is how we gonna do it. We're gonna whip the hair. We're gonna do a front flip. We're gonna bring it back, and she,
Yeah.
Ella, she like kind of like she paying attention, but she knows she getting distracted by. She's like, hello,
Yes.
like like so it's like
Yes.
damn, like I was just like seeing like a lot of you in her, and then a lot of Gino. Like it was like basically watching like the girl versions of y'all engage
Damn,
in a
yep.
conversation and just like coexisting.
Yeah,
absolutely,
type
man.
shit. And that shit was
Yeah.
like a full. That shit was tight to me. You feel
Yeah.
me?
It-
While we over there playing Super Smash, I'm over there
Yeah.
like, I'm like, damn, this is crazy. I'm like, this
Yeah.
is fucking literally Gino and Alonzo
Yeah.
collabing on a fucking
Bro,
video part. Like a nigga
you
just skating.
are on the
you
same
know?
frequency on how we think, bro. Because me looking at this is just, it's an explosive experience, bro. Like real shit. Like it's happening in the moment, but in my thought, in my head, I'm thinking like how amazing this is. You know what I mean? Like this is actually happening. This beautiful moment. The kids are the age that they're at. They know each other. We've known each other for so long, and for all this to happen the way it is, and on top of that, our day ones are surrounding us, witnessing this too. I feel like it's, I don't want to say an epiphany, but it's like almost like utopia, bro. It's like a perfect moment, you know, and things can't get better in that particular moment than what we're witnessing right now. At least for me, you know. Yeah,
Nah,
big shout out to
definitely for me,
Gino, man.
I could say from my experience, it's definitely the same thing. You know, like as much as I've been through being incarcerated at 18 for some shit I didn't do, you know, like I could just say like even that was a fucked up experience alone, but it's something that I needed to experience. You know, me being a young male that grew up around predominantly women, you know, that didn't really have a male influence. Not saying that my dad wasn't trying to be there or you know, my mom's situation. I can't really say what the fuck was going on at that time. We were like, just like you said, they kids, we don't
with the flow.
understand, you know, we just going with the flow. But, you know, like, to what was I saying? Fuck, I just kind of lost track.
We went from talking about the daughters, beautiful moments, man, just being able to witness that to we kind of left off from there.
I kind of just had a brain fart right now, y'all. 'Cause I'm like over here drinking.
But not having
Alonzo
that. Like,
got me drinking, y'all, so I had a brain fart right now. But this shit, real life shit, and this happens on the podcast. You feel me? Like, we're not perfect. We're humans. But, you know, this life shit is beautiful, bro.
It's a beautiful mess, man. And we're just learning as we go. You know what I mean? There ain't no blueprint for what we're doing, especially as a parent. But even if you're not a parent, you know what I mean? Like, I think the only basic thing you should lean on is what makes you feel good in life. Whatever you want to do, kind of like flow that way. And if you have to do certain things that you have to do to get by all means, do that shit, but use them as a stepping stones to get back on track to whatever it is that you want to do in life.
Yeah, follow your gut, man. Follow your gut. Your gut is always going to lead you to the destination where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? Because you can keep chasing whatever your mind's telling you, but at the end of the day, it's going to go back to like what your gut was saying. You know, so but be willing to go through those stages to get to there. You know what I'm saying? That takes the humility, and it takes it just makes a legendary story. You know what I'm saying? A great movie or a story is not like it just went straight to success. It's about like how much failure you went through just to get to that success, and that makes it even more
and that's gonna
amplified.
make you appreciate your success more. Because like I done been around those people that like are entitled to what I would say wealth. And those people be fucking sad as fuck. Like I was sitting in a fucking house with one of my OGs, bro. Like I ain't big on name dropping, you feel me? So I'm just like one of my OGs, but a big guy that surfs, you know? And he had me around with some of his friends, and it was like this fucking depressed ass dude. Like this dude was like, they called him Dracula. That's how dark he was. He was like, he introduced me to him as Dracula. You feel me? And so I already had an idea in my head. So we get to the crib, this dude is just like
draining.
Like, you know, just like a fucking vampire, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, nigga, I
Sucking
know
your
if I
energy.
had your bank account, nigga, I would be acting like a totally different nigga, you know? But the fact that he's entitled to it.
He probably had it handed to him.
Had that shit since he's been a kid, and that's what he was explaining to me. So it's different. It's a different type of living, you know? So we have to experience what we experience, which is our bad. That's the beauty of it. Beauty of this shit. That we are born with our back against the wall, but that we have so much of this intellect and like drive to get out of it,
and
that
history.
we still get out of this shit. You
That's
know?
That's why I like to rewind it back to when we do see our kids, like Gino and I, we see our daughters. It's even more of a beautiful moment because we look at the history of where we came from, especially Gino, man, because I know the history of Gino too. It's like we come from places where it's not normal to have what we have. You know what I mean? So to have what we have and be able to enjoy it together, it just makes it that much more greater, bro. Yeah, straight up.
And appreciative, you know? You
appreciative
like,
for
you
sure.
Like, shit, you looking back like, damn.
Yeah.
Nigga, I remember when all my forces was dirty, nigga. You know, I remember when my shit was
only get
like
one pair a year. You only get one pair a year.
That's why I fuck with that Drake song, Away From Home, right now. Off this new album, he was like, I remember. Like, he just keep repeating, I remember. And that shit just be like to me, I'm like, damn, I do remember a lot of shit. Because people will, as you get more successful, people try to act like that shit didn't happen. Right. You like, nigga, I remember, bro, what the fuck, you know? So don't think by a long shot I forgot, you know? It's just, you know, you gotta just...
You know, I was listening today by T.D. Jakes and breaking down the word remember is like it means like reoccurring, like from be past, and then member is like a member. So that means that I'm saying like I identify with that. I remember when I was talking to my boy Voice today, because he's driving Lyft right now and he's sacrificing the next year. That's why you probably haven't seen Bodo in a minute.
Yeah.
I ain't popped up back in pharmacy in a minute either.
I'm proud of him though.
Yeah, it's because he sacrificed. He said, I'm about to work for the next year to 2 and disappear until I can get to the next stage of my life. And I said, listen, I identified, bro. I remember them days. I remember that. You know, I was a member of being a Lyft and an Uber driver for a year and a half straight just to survive. And I skipped Thanksgiving, skipped Christmas, skipped my own birthday so I could just hustle and pay the bills. Hopefully I could pay the bills, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, just
And
being
I
like,
respect anybody that do that, bro.
Yeah.
Anybody that could do that, bro, as an artist, like, and as, like, bro, I respect that shit, nigga, to a T.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I lived in a crib full of upstairs, downstairs, townhome. 8 niggas in each, downstairs 8 niggas, upstairs 8 niggas.
Yeah.
And nobody paid their rent, bro. I probably paid, I was the only nigga that paid rent, and I'll stand on this shit, bro.
Man,
Anybody that watch this shit and be like, yeah, we trying to call you out on, nigga, I paid the rent, bro, and I worked a job, bro. I worked with Gino when I was living at that crib, bro. I was getting up every fucking morning to go to work, you know, to pay my half to just be in a situation with a bunch of motherfuckers that didn't want to
Just to live.
handle their business. You that just wanted to live and fuck bitches and, you know, do this and do that and be, you know, live the life of a person that worked a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
But then not do the shit that a nigga that works a 9 to 5 gotta do to live their life.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and that shit lame, bro. Like, if you gonna be that nigga, like, you better be in the studio 24, like I said, 8 to 10.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Mandatory 8 to 10. Treat this shit like a 9 to 5. When I was in the studio with Hit Boy, that nigga would be up, bro. Hit Boy be up at 6 o'clock in the morning. That man's rich as fuck. He don't gotta be up at that time.
Yeah.
That nigga's up at 6. In the studio, probably about 7 or 8, and out of that bitch by the next day. The next day.
Yeah,
Why I'm talking about
that is?
literally the next day.
Why do you think that is?
It's a routine. It's a passion. It's a mindset. You
And
know,
it's a mission.
It's you really loving what you do more than the finance. You
Yeah.
know, because it's 2 things can happen. You can get money and get content, or you can get money and that shit gonna drive you more to want to make more out of it.
I
you know?
personally think that it's never satisfied with what you have, but yet you're only satisfied at that moment. And after that moment passes by, on to the next, because you know you're going to create something greater than what you just created before.
Yeah, it's like as an artist, it's like we're chasing this dopamine effect. Like when we create something, say we make it hit and we play it back, it's a feeling. It's like there's chemicals in our brain, and that's why we want to do it again and see how can we surpass that last record. You know what I'm saying? That last creativity, and just keep going and going and going. And now, you know, we're on the path of being legends, so we got to go way past beyond human capability, and that's why we work as machines, like where it's unheard of. It's like, it's because I'm on a mission, you know, because before we check out, it's like we got this far, it was like inhumanely possible unless you had some type of crazy connection with God to get you to this level. You know
and you just so happen to be on that plane, you know what I mean? And be at that level. But
and that's why I'm putting my body on this playing field, man. As a 32-year-old nigga, I ain't skated in 3 years, and
now
I've been skating for 6 months. And it's
bro,
like,
you got very good.
If you watch my shit, bro, you will see like it's no excuses in nothing you do, bro. There's blind people that skate. It's just all in how you really, if you really want to do this shit. And with skateboarding, it's something that I really passionately love doing. By the end of it, bro, I could be fucking 70 years old and I'm still gonna skate. You know, so like I just like want to let that be out there. You know, for anybody that any age, whatever it is that you want to do it. Don't let societal narrative like play this effect where it stunts your growth. You know, because bro, we still young. So we don't know what the fuck we're capable of. Let's beat the narrative of being like, oh, when you turn 50, you're like this, hunched over, and you're like this. Let's be fucking better when we 50 to where
be more vital.
We can assure that our future is the same thing, you know? Because, like, come on, right now, like, the lifeline on most niggas, I had a conversation with a skater, and he didn't think that, I guess because I appeared so youthful, he didn't think that, like, I was 32. You feel me? So he having a conversation with me like, man, I'm 27, nigga. Like, I'm about to turn 30 in 3 years, nigga. And I'm like, 32,
You
bro.
in your prime,
you
bro.
know, like, I'm like, bro, chill. You know, and he like, the little homie Lando, he like,
Yeah.
he doing this, right? And I'm like, well, shit, I'm 32, nigga. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, bro, I'm 32 and I'm still doing this shit, bro. And then that's when he like froze up. He didn't know what to say or what to do because he kind of felt stupid and he felt like he probably was offending me.
Right.
He felt like he probably offended me in a way, but
Yeah,
I was
right.
just really like, I had broke it down to him. Like, you know, some
Good.
OG shit. Like, I'm like, the reason why you concerned about your age is because you really don't have what you want going for your life. So your shit isn't all the way together. Because that's the only time when age matters is when your shit is not all the way together.
Literally.
Because as long as when your shit is together, you could be 40 years old. Nigga P. Diddy over there. Like, I'm turning 40.
Facts.
Here, young Miami.
Yep.
Here you go, all my money.
Bro.
You know, versus, you know, the average nigga that's turning 40 and ain't got their shit together. Oh, fuck.
It's
I'm
because, like,
40,
you know,
like,
as young adults, when we in the mid-20s, we feel like, oh, yeah, since we hit a quarter millennium, we feel like we getting old now, and we supposed to, like, I guess it's a societal, like, norm to, like, by 30, you should have it together. You know what I'm saying? And really, it's just not like that. 30s is, like, when you actually just living out your purpose. 20s, you're trying to find your purpose. Once you hit 30s, like, now you actually living it. You know what I'm saying? So, but we thinking like, oh, 30s, but you should be set with kids, married, house, all that. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has their own journey and story. So let's not comparing, you know, to
everybody's story.
Yeah, someone got a family, house, and kids by 18 and 21. You know, living successful. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just God's timing. God's timing.
We
Bro.
can't put
God's
an
timing.
age on nothing. I mean, you're a witness. We went, we took the dirt bikes and shit out, was it 2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, my mentor, this nigga's 65.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He took us out to go ride dirt bikes and shit. You feel me? Like, so it's just a number. You feel me? Like, age don't mean shit.
Exactly.
Like, you don't have to have a certain amount of nothing by a certain age. You don't have to be accomplished. You don't have to be, you know what I'm saying? None of that shit. You feel me? It's all your timing. You're all, you know what I'm saying? It's all your mindset and all that shit.
It's who you are as a person, as a soul, you know, that's an energy, you know. Say like your mentor, he's 65, he appeared like he's just one of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't put a number on it.
He cool.
It's just
like
it's
you
just-
would never know. If a nigga didn't tell you, say, hey, I've been 65 years old, you would never know. You feel me? Like,
Cool, your mentor that we went dirt bike riding with last week,
Yeah,
man.
Shout out to Clarence.
Big shout out, C, man. That dude is one of a kind. 65, still riding dirt bikes.
still having fun.
Yes.
Like
It's-
what you
it's all
said,
the
mindset, nigga. You feel
Facts.
me?
Yeah,
That's what
I was
I'm
gonna say
saying.
that, man. What you were talking about and what you were talking about really boils down to your mindset. It don't care, man. As long as you're taking care of yourself to a certain extent, stretching every day, eating the right nutrition, bro, and have a clear mindset, you can be youthful until you die. To be honest, bro, like and live with that mindset. Say that shit to yourself and believe it. Really believe it, and you know, never ever think that you're too old to do something.
Yep.
You know what I
Don't
mean?
put a cap on your life, man.
Ever.
Like we know how, you know what I'm saying, how long, you know what I'm saying, other black men have lived, or most black men, you know what I'm saying, the number that they give us, you feel me? Like, we know all that shit, you feel me? But at the same time, like, you don't have to be a stigma, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like me, nigga, I changed my whole lifestyle, bro. My diet,
Literally.
everything. I don't eat any of the same thing that I ate this time last year. I don't drink any of the same thing. Like, I literally changed my shit 100% due to the fact that, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to be this fucking number. You feel me? Like, I don't want to be the typical fucking black stereotype. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas ain't gonna live long.
Yeah.
I
You know
feel
what I'm
like
saying?
we
Niggas-
came to a point where like, cause like I hear a lot of like, bro, I be out here, bro. I be outside. So I hear a lot of people and we all talking the same shit. It's like everybody's reaching like you like I ain't ate the same shit, bro. I haven't drunk soda in a year, nigga.
That's right, bro.
You feel me?
Good
Like,
shit.
you know,
Shit,
like
hey.
I haven't took no perks and no Zans all year. You feel
Hey,
me?
big.
I've been,
That's breaking
you know,
a
and
generational curse.
It's crazy, like that you saying this shit, because I feel like this is like an energy that everybody is feeling right now because 2020, right, was we was all on lockdown.
Yeah.
We all was forced to sit in the house, nigga. You feel me? And then we were all kind of pampered in a way because
Yeah.
we had money, you know.
Yeah.
Throughout that,
Everybody
2
was
years,
balling.
Shout out, I
nigga,
didn't.
it was either you had your shit going or you was doing the homie shit and he was giving you 5 off his shit,
Yeah.
10 off his shit,
Yeah.
you know, type thing. So money was flowing, bro. So
Mm-hmm.
it put everybody in a mental state of contentment, you know,
Yeah.
where you was being the worst you. And you
Yeah.
probably didn't even know it, you know. I mean, shout out to the people that probably did invest their shit into their businesses and did what they did, but a lot of us didn't know what to do with that type of money because we was never taught what to do
informed.
with that
Yeah.
type of money when
Yeah.
shit like that comes. So we're being the worst us, you know, in
Yeah.
a situation, you know. And now that 2023 has came and now it's like back to reality for all of us.
Yeah.
Everybody as a minority is back to reality. And we kind of all want better
Yeah.
for ourselves now because we kind of already seen that
That's
ugly
true.
side,
Yeah.
you know, of
Yeah.
sitting in the house, being laid up, eating all day, getting overweight. Bro, I got to 170, nigga.
Sheesh.
Bro, as small as I am
Slow
now, I'm
down.
135. I got to 170. And for
Yeah.
me as a short dude, being
Word.
like, what, 5'7", that
a
shit
lot.
sits on me. You
Yeah.
know?
Wow, yeah.
So it was like really like a situation where like, nigga, I had to like realize a lot about
Yeah.
myself. And it was
Right.
weird. It was like right after 2022, it was like,
Yeah.
just like, I don't know, I was just like asking my girl, like, you know, like, I'm like showing her a picture of me from like back then, and I'm like, this don't look like me now, and she loved me, so she's like, babe, you look like you now. What is you talking about? I'm like, this
dope.
don't look like me.
That's a compliment,
I'm
bro.
fat. I'm like, I'm fat right now, you know. So it was just like, I feel like, and it's beautiful to hear
Yeah.
people have this same conversation with me because it motivates me more to
Yeah.
be like, all right, let me keep, you know,
Doing what
wanting
you-
better,
Yeah.
you know, instead of going backwards and wanting that,
Yeah.
that going to that bad side of me that I could go to and be like, fuck it, let me go take a perk and a Xan and go in
Yeah.
the studio.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the reason why, like, I could say truthfully, I haven't really been able to make a lot of music this year was because I'm rewiring my brain, like literally, you know, like being sober and putting myself in that mindset to be like, I don't need this shit. Because when I first was working with Gino, clean and shit, bro, niggas didn't need nothing.
Yeah.
Niggas was off the dopamine, straight
Right.
dopamine, nigga.
Yeah.
After coming from the skate park,
Yeah.
yeah, nigga, we, and you know, like, you know,
Yeah.
just it was all natural and it felt right. And then it got to the point where it was a job, and then now I'm at work. Hi,
Yep.
Yeah,
you
that
can't
pressure.
do that, my nigga.
And you
Because
feel like you gotta take all this substance just to get into a feeling some type of bag to get in that bag.
Yeah.
yes,
And at the same time, just being for that moment, you just like diluting your whole self.
Yeah.
You know, in the long run.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to take the last shot to that, man, because I feel like a lot of people are doing things that they don't want to do, or whatever it is that they're doing right now. They started off with it with a passion, and then they ended up looking at it as more of a job. You know
Feeling
what I
that
mean?
pressure too,
Yeah,
like
and then-
expectations.
Yeah, and then them leading that towards taking some kind of, some kind of drug or whatever to alleviate that job type of feeling.
That
to
scapegoat.
back to what they felt when they first started doing it. So, man, I want to give a shot to, being able to do what you're doing, bro, and continuing to inspire others along with the youth in the future, and doing what they're doing without having to, without taking, Percocets or Xans or any of that shit.
Don't
man.
do that shit, bro.
Ever.
That shit is
Ever.
very addictive, and it will fucking set you down a really dark path.
Yeah, man. So
Don't do it.
So
Slippery slope.
cheers
Straight
to
up.
not doing that shit, man.
It's a slippery
feel me?
I
slope.
ain't never done it
Yeah.
yet. But I never done it, but I hope I don't
hey,
ever.
man.
I done it. I
Don't.
done it one time, bro. No, sorry, I did it twice, and I can say I could see why people become addicted to it,
It's
man.
very
Because
addictive.
it
It feels
is
good. It
amazing.
gives you a good feeling.
It
Yeah.
is, and people get lost in the sauce with it because look, when you first do it, you don't have no tolerance for it. It's just something brand new, and it's like ooh, giggly and shit, man. Not even giggly. I'm sorry, I used the wrong word, but it just makes you feel good.
Relax.
Yeah, like some shit that you feel like you can feel like forever. And
it's very
it's not
temporary.
like that. It's very temporary. So, to actually understand it, be aware of it, and see it for what it is, you know what I mean? Big shots to those people. And if you don't, I hope this podcast inspires you to really see what the fuck you're doing and seeing how
Hey.
bad that shit is for you.
Let's take a shot to your last Percocet. That last Percocet you've already done, that was the last.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Let's
if
go for a
anything,
year
drink
without
some
it.
good, drink some good
sir.
tequila. Hey,
Yeah.
Don Julio,
Yeah.
sponsor Slow It Down, bro.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Yeah.
We promote tequila, nigga.
Big time.
That's cool, you know, because
Big
you're gonna
time.
wake up in the
Yeah.
morning emotion, you might throw up and might feel a little headache, but that's
ain't-
cool. But you're not finna. It's not gonna dictate your mood. I mean,
Yeah.
some
But-
people, I guess, to each his own. But for the most part, I feel like the world, like it ain't as effective as like the behind the counter drugs type
Yeah.
shit that
Oh,
they're
for sure.
prescribing to people that's
Yep.
just
It's
setting us up
addictive.
for
It's
a
addictive,
downfall.
and it's the never-ending cycle.
In the
Yeah.
famous words, whenever they advertise any kind of drink responsibly, man. But if you are gonna have a drink, be mindful of what you're doing. We're not promoting this shit like, oh, we're gonna drink and do this shit like nonstop.
Yeah,
Hey, look, we're
definitely.
doing this because we're able to manage this shit, we're able to control it, and we're able to do it while having a good time.
Yeah, we're doing this for brotherhood too. Like for us to
Yeah.
sit down together one time a week. It's not like we drink every day. You don't see me drinking a shot
celebration.
yesterday.
Right,
It's a celebration
exactly.
for our
Yeah.
unity. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So we're just celebrating our brotherhood.
Yeah.
And that's what we're taking a cheers to.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Cheers to that.
Celebration.
And Don Julio, if you want to come through and sponsor us, by all means.
Casa Mimi's. Hey,
Yeah, we need that. We need that tequila sponsor.
Yeah,
In the right way.
818.
this is perfect timing because the promoter is outside and wants to talk to me about the Edison. So January, the Edison,
Yeah.
bro. Y'all
All
niggas
right.
gotta be there, bro.
Yeah, okay.
So
need
that's
the
when
game
you
there, bro.
allow me to
If
reintroduce
it'd be
myself.
tight, it'd be
Yeah.
fucking tight if y'all could honestly do like a podcast there or something like
Before the set.
like reaching out doing some more with the
Well, we
slow it
want
down
to.
doing but and that could be the
Yeah.
first start of it reaching out to the artists and coming to the shows and
You-
supporting
you know
the
what we
artists
could
to
do?
get that extra
What
algorithm.
we could do is we could set some either outside the venue or inside the venue where it's a setup like this, and then we did quick little introduction or interview with a new artist. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be
Or
hard.
it could be we
That'd
could
be
be on
hard.
stage
Yeah.
lounging on the couch. We do a 30, 45-minute segment of a podcast right before the set comes on, the opening
Yeah.
to your segment.
That would be
That
cool.
would be hard.
That's a good
I
idea,
fuck with
man.
that, bro.
All it takes is really talking to the right person to make it happen. Because I feel like we have enough history in what we're doing so far, even though we just kind of started since March 23rd is the first episode. But we've done 26 episodes since
Let's
then.
go.
So, you know what I'm saying? We've been doing this shit for a while. I don't ever see myself stop at this point. We hold it down every Friday. Used to be Thursday, but every Friday ever since then. Only missed one since then.
Yeah.
So it's doing things like that, I would be so happy to do. You know what I mean?
sure.
Definitely put
Yeah.
that on the bucket list, man.
Bro, that shit is gonna expand
Yeah.
y'all platform because people are nosy.
Yeah.
So they
We
want to
just
know
gotta-
what y'all niggas doing after the podcast.
Yeah.
What goes on behind this fucking couch in this setting, you know?
right, yeah.
So it's you gotta, cause I watch Adam 22 do that shit. You
Yeah,
know, Adam
yeah,
22 used to pull up to the low, bro, our underground shows. It was why is this nigga here?
Yeah.
You know, type situation.
Yeah.
So you need
Now
to
you
have
know.
it where those kids are watching. They bro, where it's gonna be that kid that's
Yeah.
gonna be looking at y'all.
Yeah.
Why is these niggas here? But
Yeah.
only y'all understand because it's a marketing thing. You know, it's
Yeah.
I gotta be tapped in. And Adam understood that, even though he's a piece of shit, whatever he does with his podcast and all that, whatever. He understood the assignment.
Yeah.
And that was to pull up and come tap in with the youth because
Yeah.
he came to the lowest of key of shows, bro, that I've thrown, bro. You know,
Yeah.
and it was bro, I've thrown them. And it was damn, this
Yeah.
nigga's here.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
as long as you keep doing that and y'all doing what y'all doing, bro, y'all shit is out of here, bro.
I appreciate that.
Y'all
man.
shit is already out of here before y'all even seen it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I see it. I foresee it.
Yeah,
you know?
I foresee it too, man. That's why we started this, bro. To be honest, because we don't know what we're getting ourselves into for the most part. We're just being ourselves, and we're hoping to help other people that are watching this along with helping ourselves, and we're all growing at the end of the day. That's the main agenda. Fuck all the algorithm shit. Fuck whatever you guys may think it might be, as if that's what the agenda is. You know what I mean? As far as long as we're growing with each other and we're speaking the truth and how we feel about everything, that's our agenda. That's our goal.
Yeah.
At least mine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for speaking on you guys, but yeah,
No,
that's
definitely.
that's
about
why
to
I
say
created
it.
it.
Yeah, all
That's a
around the board.
collective.
Yeah.
You're talking as a collective right now.
Literally.
You know?
Yeah.
It just helped that we had the same, you know what I'm saying, first love is the skateboarding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That only, you know what I'm saying,
That
kind of
was the root of
secured it, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
secured it a little bit that, you know what I'm saying, we were about the same thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We came from the same place, you feel me? So that kind of helped the situation.
Yeah.
That brought us together. That
Maplewood.
That took away the divide and conquer method. So the war, like how they said, the art of war, right? Skating is a skeleton key. Like I watched Pharrell. That was like the main thing that Pharrell said that stuck. He said skating was the skeleton key.
Man.
And I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
that
deep,
shit
bro.
hit, bro.
Yeah.
Skating is a skeleton key. Cause for us, it was that skeleton key to bring us together
Right.
and and take away the divide and conquer.
Yeah.
Because we
Yeah.
all come from say just from Long Beach specifically. Long Beach has different sections. So you got the 20s, the Insanes, you got the 2Ns, you got the Mac Mafias, you got all these different people.
Yeah.
So you got all these different narratives and reasons to be against
Divided.
each other
Yeah.
and
Divided.
divided.
But once you skate, it don't even matter.
Skating
Yeah.
don't matter.
No.
So
Once
you
you
could be
skate-
Mexican, you could be Longo, you could
It's
be
already
Babies,
family.
you could be 20s, you could be from Mac Mafia. It don't matter.
Once you skate, you family.
Niggas respecting your skate. And then after a while, after years of doing that with that person, that whole narrative is out the window. Cause you like, nigga, this is my nigga.
Yeah.
Like, I fuck with him more than I fuck with niggas from my section.
Right.
You know, type
Right.
shit. So
Right.
it's one of those things where skating is a beautiful and huge skeleton key, bro. And
real,
to
man.
anybody that wants to do it, do that shit,
It's
bro.
the backbone and structure to how we all combine together.
Yeah.
Like Steph, nigga, you come out, bro. Like, and I fuck with it, bro. You come out as a designer, bro. You'll
Yeah.
come out and tap in with the skaters.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
most
Mm-hmm.
skate brands is like most brands
Nah.
that's about skating. They just like, oh, we want to pay the coolest nigga to do
Right.
it, and you're the influence.
Right. Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna come out and fuck with these niggas. 'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't see you come out and want to skate.
Yeah.
And it's been some days where you done been on your phone the whole time.
Yeah, sometimes
You know,
business.
and,
Yeah.
and it's business,
Yeah.
and I understand. You know,
Yeah.
I understand fully. So when
Yeah.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm laughing because I talk. I'm
Yeah.
K Beach. I talk shit, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this nigga look at Steph like, nigga, look at this nigga.
Doing his
came,
thing.
This nigga that came to skate, but he ain't even skate. But I understand by the end
Yeah.
of it, I understand, brother, and I want you to know that I understand everything that you're doing, and I respect
Yeah.
it too. You know,
Right.
It's
And
just
rooted
a-
from skating,
Yeah.
man. They rooted
No.
from what we all have in common and what we're all doing here right now. You know, that's what brought all of us together is skating.
Yeah.
It kind of brought your whole style, your whole
Yeah.
creative, your whole art. You too, man, in a certain sense. From the music that you do to the way you carry yourself, it all from the way you dress, bro, it's mainly from skating.
Yeah.
I think. Man,
Yeah.
that's just me coming from my opinion.
And I
Sorry
feel
if I'm
like-
wrong, but
like,
yeah.
with skateboarding, it's like, okay, because skateboarding, you could, does it look like a specific style? Like say skinny jeans looking like a rock star. You could wear
Yeah.
baggy jeans. You could wear Timberlands and a polo tee.
Yes.
With
Yeah.
skateboarding,
Shout
it's
out
like
Wolf.
it's like a free
Yeah.
expression.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Like you
Sure.
could skate like this and land like this, but it's cool because look raw. Or you can land like this, it's so perfect, and it's like dang, you know, it's butter.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's like skateboard is like it's really a self-expression. You know what I'm saying? It's like how do you pop, how do you slide, how you
Yep.
flick, how you land, and how you roll out, you know, and how you kick, bro. It's like how
Everything.
you push.
That's
you know what I'm
true.
saying? How you ride switch. Like it's
Yeah.
all like, and how you like, you know what I'm saying? How you do this. Like
Yeah.
some go like this, some go like this, some go like this.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
real shit. Yeah, not
I
some
just
people.
want to, and as an artist and like as a skater, I just want to kill that narrative to like, cause all right, so labels they have this entitlement that like you know you want a chain,
Yeah.
so they like
Right.
oh you want a chain, how big you want your chain to be? Uzi big
Yeah.
or Wu Yuan big? You know, I want to kill that narrative as an artist that you have to wear a big ass chain or you gotta wear Louis Vuitton
Right.
to be cool, bro.
Yeah.
Like as an artist, you should be yourself to the most extent. Like you should be against shit like Amy Winehouse. Then
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
why I fuck with
Yeah.
her
'Cause
You
she
know,
was real the whole
those are
time.
real
Shout out
people,
Kendrick.
you know?
Shout out
Like
Kendrick Lamar.
Motherfuckers like
Kendrick,
that. Yeah.
he don't want.
And
He
Tyler.
said he don't
Tyler
buy.
Creator.
That nigga programming.
Yep,
You gonna go on his
exactly.
Instagram? That nigga's programming. You
Yep.
feel me? And those are
Taking
real.
it back to the basics.
Those are real fucking artists versus an artist that's like really doing it. You could see the difference from an artist that's like really doing this shit because it's a natural talent versus an artist that's doing this shit for some money.
Right.
You know, and I want to
Yeah.
kill that narrative, like where it's like you have to, nigga.
Yeah.
You could wear some Converse, you could wear some skate.
You
shit.
can wear some Wrangler and make it look hard.
Cause you know, like, look,
Yeah.
you look at a skateboarder. You put these people in different settings, right? You put a skateboarder in a skating setting, right? And this nigga is wearing what he's wearing. Like, if I wear what I'm wearing right now, right, and I'm skateboarding, this is hard, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm wearing what I'm wearing right now as a rapper, this is like bummy.
Yeah, right.
We have to kill that narrative.
Yeah,
We have
right.
to kill that line.
right.
Like, it shouldn't be that, bro.
right.
It should be like, nigga, this nigga could dress like this or be this day. No matter what, it's the artist.
Yep.
Yes.
I respect
That they
J.
care.
Cole for
Fuck
that
with it.
because he's been tapping into that a lot lately.
Yeah.
Especially with his new
Always.
music. If you listen to the new shit with him and Drake, he talks about it a lot. Like, nigga, like I can dress like he wears Crocs. I went to a show last week and saw him. He had on Crocs.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
talks about that.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I ain't gotta wear, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
designer. Not saying I ain't got it and I can't,
Yeah.
but I don't have to. I
It doesn't
come out-
define you.
I
It
swear he
doesn't
had
define
a
you.
t-shirt
Yeah.
on. He had like a regular ass t-shirt. Maybe it has a print or something on it, but it was
Yeah.
just, you know,
Regular.
plain t-shirt.
What is that gonna
No.
do? Is like so I got misled and I finally, I got some Louis Vuitton jeans with the Nego collab Virgil. I got Louis Vuitton like bags.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I ain't even wearing it.
Yeah.
Because what it is at the end of the day, it just like it's material.
Yeah.
And materialism. And like say for me to put on this vintage Ram jersey, it doesn't make me who I am. At the end of the day, I'm gonna go back to the grave without all this.
Yeah,
You feel me? That's who I
facts,
am. You know, it's like
facts.
it's who I am in here, in the soul, and in my body.
I feel like a lot of
This is
people.
just exterior.
if you
bro.
think
This
about
don't
it,
make,
man.
they don't talk, bro. This don't talk for you. This don't crack jokes for you.
Yeah.
Hey, this shit
facts.
hard though.
Dude,
I ain't gonna.
nigga.
I
Right.
beat that from the time you
And
walked
it's
in. I was like,
89
that
on my
shit
birthday.
This from
hard,
the
my
80s.
nigga.
Yo, this from the
Yeah.
80s. Like, you look at how old it is. It's from
But
the
look,
80s.
and
Yeah,
you
that
see
shit vicious.
Louis Vuitton. You see all the big artists, including yourself, bro. The people that are creating great art. They're doing it with love.
Yeah.
They're doing it because they love to do it
Right.
without the dollar sign behind it. And that's why they're so successful for the most part.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's, people like ourselves, like the individual, the average Joe, they got to wake up and really see that. People are doing the shit that they love to do. And that's why it's coming out the way it is. Like you're doing the shit you love to do. That's why it's coming out so like pure and like so different. And I feel like we need to cut the whole stigma of buying shit like,
Yeah, you don't have to, bro.
yeah, the
You
shit
don't
that
have to.
doesn't mean really
the
much.
name brand.
Yeah.
What we
yeah,
call name
Right.
brand.
Yes.
Oh, that ain't name brand.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've
Yeah.
been taught that since we grown
Right.
up. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Kanye said,
Is that name
I'm
brand?
buying this just to be like, nigga, you ain't up on this.
Yes.
Like, come on, bro.
Exactly.
You ain't up on
Come
this.
on, bro.
Yes.
Like, he
Yeah.
rapped it blatantly, like in
Yeah.
our face. Like, Kanye is like, I love that dude because
Man, I miss the old
he-
Kanye.
Yeah, you feel me?
Shit.
But the thing is like him, Kanye is a person that knows.
Yeah.
He knows, like he has a song. I miss the old Kanye.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's like
Yes.
he knows what people are saying about him,
Mhm.
about him. By the end of the day, just
Yep.
like when he first came out, he knew what the people were feeling.
Yeah.
It's like you
It's
know,
poetry.
Like, I fuck with bro. Like
He's
I fuck with
poetry.
Kanye. Kanye, bro. If anybody fuck with you, I do. I understand you, bro.
I do
Right,
too.
Like like
I do too.
You know,
He
like
just, he just going through the motions as a black successful man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's been able to reach the heights of very, a lot of things that he wanted to do in his life. You feel me?
Extreme.
And therefore, you know what I'm saying, you always going to have that that yin and yang. You always have that pull, you know what I'm saying, the negative part of, you know what I'm saying, your journey.
Facts.
You feel me? And he understood that.
Yeah.
That's what made him so different. Like, he knew what he was capable of. He knew what he was up against. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Facts,
real
bro.
shit.
Facts. He took advantage of it too. He's seen it for what it was. He's seen the picture from outside, you know, and he worked with it. He
Yeah.
knows everything that he's doing, bro, but it probably is driving him a little crazy at the end of the day, a little bit. But I think he has it all under control, and he knows exactly what he's doing.
And his craziness, I'd rather deal with his craziness
Right.
than the craziness I'll be going through as,
Yeah.
as a nigga trying to make it.
Yeah.
Like, he a nigga that made it.
Yeah.
Going through some crazy shit. It's like fair. Like, fuck it. By the end of the day, nigga, you don't got to worry about a renter bill being
Right.
paid. All that
Right.
technical shit that you got to worry about that niggas don't want to worry about, you know, he don't have to. Like Forrest Gump said, I want money to be one less thing I have to worry about. You know, that stuck with me in Forrest Gump, bro. I swear, when
Shout
Forrest
out
Gump
Forrest
said,
Gump, man.
if he didn't say nothing that stuck that whole movie, I want money to be one less thing I have to worry about.
Yeah.
Right?
There
You know,
go.
because money is a worry. You know,
Yeah.
if we don't have it, we worried about how we gonna get
Mhm.
it. So as long as we in a position where we don't worry about that,
Yeah.
bro, it's leaving us to figure out other things about ourselves. in life.
Oh yeah,
let's-
that'll for sure teach you about yourself.
Yeah.
You feel me? Having or not having money, either or.
Yeah.
Whether being, you know what I'm saying, needing it and not having it versus, you know what I'm saying, having too much of it. I feel like
Yeah.
either of those situations will teach you a lot about yourself. You feel
Yeah,
me?
it's gonna
that you
define
didn't
who
know.
you are, like with the
Yeah.
money, before the money or
that's real
after the
shit.
money.
For
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? Like, say, like going back to remind me, like, say you have 16 roommates, 8 upstairs, 8 downstairs, and say like probably like you the only one paying the bills.
Me and one other homie,
Yeah.
Dean, my nigga 7 Dean. Dean, the tattoo artist, he tatted my back.
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay.
Oh
He did
yeah,
my
that's a
back.
big tattoo.
Big shout out,
I ain't gonna do
7D.
all- I don't want to do all that extra.
Yeah,
You see my
but
back.
say it like I
Yeah.
don't know
Tatted
what's
my
going
back.
on
Shout out to
with
17.
the
Alright.
other individuals, but at the end of the day, like you know, as a man or as an adult, you're gonna have to be responsible of your due diligence. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like, say while they get the money and they can get that check, they can get that contract. Say $1 million or $2 million for a 2 album deal. It's gonna as soon as it came in, it's gonna fly out the window
Yeah.
because they had no responsibility of how to manage
Yeah.
the money.
That's
And that's the
what-
problem with artists is like, how do we manage finance? Because the first thing when they get that check is to go to Johnny Dane, is to go to like, you know, other jeweler, you know what I'm saying? Let's go to Alex Moss.
Dealership.
Yeah.
And it already you spent 70% of that on a chain that can get snatched.
Yeah. Like Kanye West said, man, I went to Jacob with 25 mil before I had a house and I would do it again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now
'Cause I
you
want to
got-
be. Yeah.
And now you got Yeet on a new recent song.
Oh.
From that time
Yeah.
to now on the Drake album talking about I signed a couple mil and only touched a couple thou.
Yeah.
He's telling y'all
Yeah.
niggas like, bro, don't
Yeah.
sign. But he
Yeah.
can't say that because they can't, as an artist, once you sign, you can't make it, you can't go against.
Yeah.
Obviously, because it's a cult pack
Right.
thing
Oh,
yeah.
that they
Again.
It's a
tryna
push.
make.
They
This
gotta
is what
push
they
you out.
selling. You know, they're selling that the conglomerates is
Yep.
where you want to be.
Right.
So he can't really say this shit. But he's literally telling y'all like, nigga, I signed for a couple mil and only touched. So that means physically what he touched was only probably $200,000
percentage of- yeah.
out of 2 million.
Open your
So
eyes.
people need to realize that, bro, and that's probably one of some of y'all favorite rappers.
Yeah.
Some of y'all favorite rappers and
It's
don't
going
understand
to-
that bar. And
Yeah.
don't understand that bar just
Right.
that alone. You know, niggas will hear that and be like, oh, he hard.
Yep.
Nah,
It's
he's
going
telling
to
you,
the-
he trying to vent to y'all.
He preaching.
Yeah.
He preaching to
teaching,
y'all
Tell the
right
truth.
now.
Yeah.
He trying to spill to y'all,
Yeah.
but y'all ain't hearing this nigga. And that sucks
I-
as a as a conglomerate artist to be trying to like reach out to the people and like for help, but they think that your help is like you flexing.
Yeah.
You know, like you reaching out for help is flexing. You know, like in a way.
Because
So-
like that say with the label, they're gonna spend a lot of money to the treatment of the production set, like the music video. That's
Yep.
already like 150,000 or 50,000 minimum to the production set just to look the part. And say hiring the women, the models, and the performers of the cars, you know, hitting donuts. Everybody getting paid, and the label is paying that. It's coming out your budget. You know what I'm saying? So like, say he only touched a couple
They're
hundred.
paying it out of your pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
how it goes.
and it's crazy.
They're
'cause-
paying it, but it's coming straight out of your
Yeah.
Oh God, and you know it's crazy. Specifically, Yeet, bro. We was at Complex Con last year, right? The homegirl worked for Yeet's booth. She got a random job working for Yeet's booth, but Yeet wasn't there. So the whole 2 days, she like, this nigga ain't even here. What we doing? And I'm like, at the time, I'm like, I don't get why he wouldn't be at his own moment.
Yeah.
This is Complex Con. Your merch is being sold. Why wouldn't you be there to advertise your merch to get it sold more? But then when he made this song recently, I was in my
I
head
heard that, bro. That shit
when
was
he said
hard as
I
fuck.
signed it for a couple mil and I only touched 100,000, bro. That made me be like, so that time when I was questioning that situation, he didn't support it. I'm just thinking from my assumption is that he didn't support that
Because all that
merch
money's gonna go
move
to the
because it
label.
was going to my bad.
Yeah,
my bad.
whoever
it was
that
going
was.
to the label.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
so he like fuck that. He
Yeah.
only he
That ain't going in my
understands his own
pocket.
business. You only understand what's going on with your situation when it's your situation.
But
So
who's to say he even knew about it? Like, look, I might be talking stupid right now, but for as big as he is and for as big as his company is, you know damn well he has a marketing team. He has a marketing team. So who's to say that his marketing team came up with this idea of going to Complex Con, creating a booth, and having this shit right there without him? All he had to probably do is sign off and really not even know about it because he has a lot of shit going on, I'm sure.
Right.
So I'm sure that probably came into place.
And that
on
definitely,
why he didn't.
I feel
come.
like that definitely did.
Yeah.
But that's just like as the artist that.
Yeah. But he
just
did come
focus
though,
on-
right? He did come to Complex.
Nah, he didn't.
He didn't? I
Bro,
could've
them
sworn
2
he-
days, bro, the homegirl worked there. I went by that booth twice.
For
and
real?
they was like, I'm about to basically take a shirt and give you, she was about to give me this nigga merch for free. Cause he wasn't here and it was like nothing going on. So I
Yeah.
feel like as the artist, like how we was saying, like some artists, they're more focused on the music. So that business shit is too much.
Yeah.
So I feel like at that time it was too much, but he understood what was going on. Cause now we in a time where a lot of artists are very more hip to like these contracts because of people and artists that's speaking up on these situations.
Yep.
So I feel like he was in a situation where he knew what was finna happen, but he had no choice because it was like one of those like you gotta sign. Like either you gonna sign or fall off. And by the end of the day, who wants to hoop for fucking 20 years and not go to the league?
Right.
And that's where he, like you said it hit it right on the nose. That's how he fell under it because he was always known as Kanye the producer. He made
I'm talking about Yeet right now though.
Oh, okay.
We talking about
Yeah,
Yeet.
Yeet,
We
yeah.
talking about Yeet specifically because I was saying that I had went to Complex and he had a merch booth.
And it didn't
For
show
his-
up.
for
his
there.
name, for his name.
So it was like for his name. Like, come on, bro. If that was your shit,
already
your
knew,
shit or
yeah.
your shit, you would have been there.
Yeah.
First Complex, first year signing a deal. You'd have been there, hey, my nigga, like, what's the deal? Like, you know,
Slow
what's
it down.
good? You know, but
He
in his
understood the
situation,
bigger
he
picture.
probably like, man, I'm only seeing 10 cents
Yeah.
from each T-shirt.
He already seen
Fuck
the
this
bigger
shit.
picture. Yeah. He's seen the
And
bigger
like you
picture.
said, his team probably because they're getting paid.
Yeah.
Like when you have a team, you can't even trust your team because everybody getting paid. So by the end of the day, everybody trying to pay their mama.
Right.
They trying to feed their mama, their daughter, their grandchild, all that shit. So
Look, yeah, it comes
you
to
know,
a point where
it's
it's just
tricky.
a graph. It's just a graph at some point, sometimes, where as long as that graph is going up, that needle's going up, then that's all that matters. You know what I mean? You know, if as long as the everything, the sales are going up, as long as you know, the clothing is getting out there and the needle is going up and we're bringing revenue at a certain point, especially when it comes to a marketing team orchestrating this shit, then we're winning. You know, whether you show your face or not.
like
you know?
stocks. Like you put us on stocks.
Yeah, hell
You put
yeah.
us on stocks.
Yeah.
Nigga. You feel me, bro? Because
I got put on stocks, and I was just trying to
You
just
put
spread.
Gino on, and Gino put me on. Bro.
Yeah. I came up on stocks. There was a time period where
like this.
it was, it was,
Like this.
it was a
That's
blessing.
An artist.
I just sold some last night.
Yeah,
I sold some last night because
Man.
Bitcoin was going up.
yeah, bro. To this
Oh,
day,
me.
to this day, but there was a certain point. There was a window where stocks was just going crazy. Like, I mean, just you put in like $100, bro, you get back 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, $100 in a matter of like 5 minutes. In some cases,
Damn.
like Dogecoin, bro, it came
Yeah.
up. I got a solid bag from it that helped me out, you know, to this day. And but I can't touch it no more because I put my money back and it went down. So I got it just as fast as I got it is as fast as I lost it for the most part. It's in there, but thankfully I'm in a position where I don't have to touch it right now. I'm just gonna wait for that, you know, that needle to go back up and probably cash out then. But in the meantime, I'm letting it just sit.
You on your Allen Iverson right now. Remember how
Yeah, I
Allen
guess.
Iverson, he let that bag sit. And now
Yeah.
he's sitting on $35 million. That
Yeah.
boy, they talking about they probably finna make him like a vice president or something at this point. They like, nigga, you finna take all our money, nigga. We need
Right,
you.
right.
Like at this point, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's a beautiful thing, bro.
Yeah,
Success.
Life is a beautiful mess, bro.
Yes, a beautiful mess.
Yeah.
Beautiful chaos.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Or
for us
organized
to-
chaos.
That
Unorganized.
only God
Yeah.
organized for you. That
Right.
God, like from the time you was born, he built this path
Yeah.
that you don't
Yeah.
see, but he seen it. And like you
Right.
said, like when you pray, he gonna laugh at some of your
Right.
prayers,
Facts.
and he gonna answer some.
What's a movie without a conflict? Like in the law of literature, there's a conflict.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? There's a resolution, there's a rising, you know, climax. You know what I'm saying? Like the fall and the climax, the resolution. Yeah. So it's the same thing applies to our lives. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go through adversities, and it's a beautiful struggle. The reason why it's beautiful is because we blossom through it. You know what I'm saying? Like how painful it was, but it developed and equipped us to become wholesome and more thick-skinned and more like just more complete. You know, just going through that wound, that cut in the heart. You know what I'm saying?
As an artist, I'm just advocating for the creatives right now. You know, like for y'all to let me go on this platform today, like, and put me on these cameras, like I'm advocating for the artists. You know, somebody that's the people that's watching this shit and that's really about the artistry, the Kendrick Lamar's, those type of people. You know, like this shit is not like finna come easy, bro.
Yeah, it's not
at all. Like,
and it shouldn't. Good things don't come easy.
Nah,
you know
it's
what I'm saying?
not.
If it came too easy, then it might not be for you. You feel me? Like,
yeah. And at the end of the day, bro, no risk, no reward. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you know, take all the shots that you can through life. You know what I mean? And do whatever it is that you got to do to get whatever it is that you want to get in life. You know what I mean? Don't be scared. You know what I mean? Don't be shy. Put yourself out there. You know what I mean? And shoot your shot.
When they say iron sharpen irons, you think being sharpened is a smooth and easy process?
Hell no.
Hell no.
You know
It's
what I'm saying?
brutal.
Yeah. So when you becoming sharp, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
And that's why it's a double-edged sword, bro. It's gonna pierce, and it's a good thing because now it's motivating you. Say like for someone to doubt you, it's pretty hurtful when someone like just really like just downplayed your whole dream.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna do nothing. Like you ain't about, bro. What you lack? You lack. I remember I got told I have no human. I had a lack of people skills. I have no personal interpersonal communication skills, bruh. What you know how many relationships I got? That's my strongest suit. You know I got.
Yeah.
And yeah, bro. Thank God. You know I didn't align myself to that man's opinion.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, maybe that opinion driven you.
Yeah,
to
it
be
did.
More not
It
like
did
that.
too. It
And
did.
that's where sometimes it's called constructive criticism.
there you go.
You know, like that's how we got to take it. Like you could take something somebody said in a bad way or in a good way.
Oh,
and
to
every
propel
time
you.
when somebody say something like about what I'm doing, I take it as constructive criticism. I never take it as hate because when I feel like I'm taking it as hate, I'm feeling pity for myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh nigga, you hating on me because. Like, nah, obviously you see something that I'm not doing that's right. That I need to tighten up on. Yeah. So, like, I'm going to tighten up on this shit. And then once I figure out that I tighten up on it, you still talking your shit, then that's when I know you a hater because I'm kind of showing you out now. And now if you still hating my nigga, then that's a different story.
That'll tell you who you are, who you need to be surrounding yourself on moving forward from that.
And that boils down to fucking tricks, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, just skateboarding in general. Like, you know, bro, skating is a very delicate thing. Like it's haters because it's so repetitive and it's so accessible. Like once you learn how to kickflip, everybody knows how to kickflip. And once you're in the community, you know, so you have those haters that are gonna comment and say certain things about what you got
cocky,
going.
you cocky, like you act like you all this and that just because you pull up to the park and like. Say you was just in your session and then say you really get to say what's up to certain people like you're not really too close with, but they'd be the ones like, oh yeah, why you talk to Steffi? He cocky. Like he just come and skate and just being his, you know, like he had that face on. Yeah. And it's not even that. It's just like I'm in my zone. So it's like I don't have to like why do I have to say what's up to you? You don't say what's up to me.
Yeah.
And then you gonna talk about me?
Well, that's why it boils down to knowing who you are as an individual. That's what it really comes down to. Who are you as a person, and why are you deciding on doing whatever it is that you're doing, or saying whatever it is that you're saying, or deciding on whatever it is that you're deciding? You got to know yourself, because who gives a fuck what the hell the next person is saying at the end of the day? You know what I mean? Like you're deciding on what you're deciding on because you're true to yourself and you know what you want at the end of the day. You know why you decided on this certain thing. Yeah. So yeah, when it comes to that. Take whatever it is somebody says about you with a grain of salt because probably at the end of the day, they don't know what the fuck they're doing or what they're saying or what they like as an individual. You know, So
Or what they saying, it might be something that you already realized and been working on.
yeah,
You already,
exactly.
you already know what they, what I'm saying, what they getting at. You feel me? You'd already figured that out, and you working towards the better you. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Facts. Well, look, man, we're coming up on 3 hours right now, and
God.
This is a good one.
check it out. It's been a good.
Yeah.
It felt like 30
Good
minutes. Hey,
Off top.
hey, listen, man. If we,
And it felt natural. It felt
Yeah.
comfortable. I didn't feel like I had to force nothing I said.
Right.
And I love that because that's,
that's
what I
a
was in my
platform-
head about.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's a
damn.
platform we want to provide where
Yeah.
like we want to highlight our locals and just a platform for another man or woman to have a voice.
yeah,
And also like bring awareness to, like you said, mental health.
Yeah.
Because that's a big thing, especially as men and coming up from where we come from, because we didn't get to speak on that because you look like a wimp. Or and thirdly is the personal self-development. So we're not just here to talk recklessly. We're here to talk about like how can we
grow, you know what I'm
grow and
saying?
develop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
yeah.
real shit.
So with that being said, man, to end this off, man, I just got 2 questions for you, Beach. We kind of end off all the podcasts with guests with a question or maybe 2, but one is I want to know what would you ask? Well, what would you tell yourself 10 years from now? Like, what would you tell yourself in the future?
Like the future
The
you,
future
like,
you.
The future me,
Yeah.
because that's crazy that you say this. Because I always be like the younger me. I would tell the younger me to
That was gonna be my next
But
question.
I was gonna say
But
I
go
would
ahead.
always tell the younger me to not let what was it? I just said this shit the other day. I was like and it was so genuine, bro.
Yeah.
It was just like tell the younger me to just do me and be me because I was just walking down the street the other day going to the shop and I seen my big homie that I was influenced heavily by crump dancing, to just lifestyle type shit. Bro, this nigga was just in the street, just you got 5? You got some clothes? Like, and I'm like, damn, bro, these is like people that I genuinely as a kid looked up to.
Yeah.
So for the older me, just keep being you. Cause I feel like I already, like from the time I was born, I already knew who I was. I just always had these distractions and other narratives to try to like get me to be another way besides who I am. And I'm a cool nigga at 32. I didn't realize like, bro, I'm a cool nigga. You know,
are.
like I'm a good nigga. I'm a good loyal person. I'm not about fucked up morals. I done done all that shit to where now I'm old enough to know like I'm not that fucked up person that I'm that I've like, that I probably thought I was or tried to lean towards, so
Yeah.
I'm a good person.
I could speak that, like I could talk endless about the good shit that you're doing, especially now recently, like well actually the past year off of seeing everything that you're doing for the community to the future. I mean, I could definitely attest to what everything it is that you're doing. But my last question is what do you want to do in life? Like, what is your goal and your mission throughout everything, like your life purpose? If like you were ended, God forbid, it should what happen. But if it were all taken away from everyone tomorrow, what is your goal throughout everything that you're doing in life?
Kind of like, I feel like it's weird because remember Derek will always be like, you Tupac. It's like what you were saying, bro. And that stuck with me too with what Tupac said is just to spark the brain that's gonna,
Change the world.
Change the world, bro. And that's what it takes, bro. So I don't know if it's gonna be me or it's gonna be the next, but what you saying is like, it's just to spark the brain, bro. That's right. To inspire the youth. And specifically, I'm doing that specifically with Jeremiah right now. Like my energy is towards him. Like, like all my energy in skate world and everything is towards him. And just to spark that brain to see like that work, into another light, to where like, be like the Mike Donnellans and
The next great.
ask, like type things, and shit, just great shit that could like just inspire the youth. Like that's it by the end of it, it's just inspire the future because I believe in when you die, you come back to life. Because when every time somebody dies, you reincarnation. When somebody dies, somebody's born, right? So I feel like what I'm doing is just like leading leading on to another life. You know, like I'm influencing another life for me to live to be better.
Yeah,
you know, in a
man.
way, because I feel like shit, I'm gonna come back as another kid. Might be white, might be Asian. That's just my beliefs. I don't know, but just while I'm in this body form, I'm reassuring that the world is a better place for that when that comes. Whenever it do come, if it's 10 years down the line, I feel like everybody is reincarnated from something. You know, that's why it's like, oh, that person has an old spirit, or that person
they've been here before.
They've been here before. We hear that shit a million times. You feel me? So it's a real thing, bro. Every time somebody dies, somebody is born. So I just feel like, from my unique way of looking at life, is like, bro, just make this world a better place for if it do happen. Like, bro, that when you do come here, that is more easier for you than the last time that you was here.
Yeah, by you saying that, bro, it just reminded me of a podcast that I heard from Jay Shetty with Big Sean, and I highly recommend you listen to it. He has 2 podcasts with him, and some of the stuff you're talking about really it correlates with everything that he was talking about throughout that whole podcast. So, man, we're gonna wrap it up on that note, bro, because that was a beautiful thing that you said, and of course, time is the new currency. So, man, we appreciate your time and coming.
Yes, sir.
If you guys like what you see, where can we find you at, K Beach?
You already know. Well, I just changed because they had canceled my whole.
bro,
I had an Instagram, bro.
You were lit.
Bro, they canceled my shit. So
Kiwi.
my new shit is Kiwi, and that's because that was my elementary nickname. You know, as a kid.
How do you spell it?
So it's K3YWIII. It's 4 I's.
Ooh, slow it down.
And it's only because, you know, Instagram and people, they take names because they know that it's unique and that somebody might think of it. So they try to take this shit so you could buy it.
Yeah,
So,
there you go.
you know, it's difficult, but you can find me there, or at my other page, you know, it's K Beach. It's KB3ACHHH. Yeah. You know, and it's 3 H's because the one with the 1 H was took. I don't know why, what apparent reason, but it was took, and it's what it is. But like I said, this shit keeps going, and we got to keep living life. We can't let those little things like Instagram, as an artist as well, can't let that little shit like these platforms
stop you,
discourage you from still being the artist that you are. That shit don't make you. Those numbers are numbers. It's a number game out here, but those numbers don't make you who you are. Who you are is who you are. Those numbers gonna come back. And if you look at my page, I'm already back at 11.7 after being took, after 12.7 being took from me. I'm back at 11.7 So
that's
it's
how
just
you
who
let
you
you know
are.
people are fucking with
Once
you.
you it.
That's right. That's right, man.
You ain't
If
gotta play the facade.
Yeah, facts. And if you guys didn't get the name, man, it's gonna be in the description below. Be sure to check it out. Comment what you feel, what you think. If you have anything to say, or even if you just want to tap in with him, with K Beach, and see what he's about, you know, do so by clicking the link at the bottom. All right, man. So again, like we said before, time is new currency. We appreciate your time, brother.
Yes, sir, man.
Till the next one, we're gonna slow that shit down.
You feel me,
brother?
Yes,
Yeah.
For you to make it this far, shout out to y'all, man. If y'all
Yeah.
can make it all the way to this far, you know what I'm saying?
Keep it going.
We love you guys.
Yes,
And
sir.
don't forget to punch that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Subscribe to Slow It Down Podcast.
Yes, sir. Until then, hey,
Man.
slow that shit
Should,
down,
should
man.
we slide out with a freestyle or no? Like, should we do a freestyle? Like,
Punch that subscribe button, nigga. Punch that subscribe button, nigga. Punch that subscribe button, nigga. That's all I want. Until 2024, nigga. Punch that subscribe button, my nigga, for my niggas. You feel me?
Hit that red
See
button, hit
this
that subscribe.
Podcast,
Yes.
We need to see this podcast at 100K, just like y'all support Mr. Beast and all these other. Support some real niggas.
Yeah, thank you.
So,
Thank you.
Feel
Thank
me?
you.
with a
Yes.
genuine purpose.
With
sir.
that
Real.
being said, man.
Signing out.
Till next time, slow that shit down.
Love
Next
y'all,
Friday.
man. Slow it
Next
down.
Friday at 4. Special guest, North.
Sir.
Hell yeah.
Hard.